Tactical Muffin Top. Muffin Top, Muffin Top. Thursday extravaganza times 20. What's up, everybody?
It's Tuesday.
What did I say?
Thursday.
I totally said Tuesday. What are you talking about, Pat?
It's all the same shit at this point.
Same shit, different day.
Did I really? I meant Tuesday, everybody. It's Tuesday.
Maybe you said Tuesday.
See, now the maybe thing's what's freaking me out. Here,
Maybe I'm
Pat.
just high.
Oh my god. So we're getting a blizzard extravaganza here today. Everything's closed down, so Muffin Top has a snow day tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I know.
Bringing you guys more.
It was like 70 degrees today. We went to the park, and like we're supposed to get 2 to 8 inches roughly of snow
overnight.
It's supposed to be like 60-mile-an-hour wind. Yeah, it's supposed to start at like 2:00 in the morning here, and then it's supposed to go till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow.
So everybody doesn't have an excuse to get out there, make sure the generator cranks up first pull and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, now's the time to run a generator. Like I got mine plugged into the wall. I got the solar generator here. That's all I need for this, and I got the fireplace. I got some wood in here and shit. All my regular winter stuff's already been in place, except for I did loan out my buddy heater to somebody, which I should have got that back, but that's okay. But yeah, a wild fiend dog has entered the fray. But yeah, so Muffin Top and the gang are just gonna chill out here at home because, like, even if it was like an inch, like blowing sideways 50, 60 miles an hour, you're not gonna be able to see nothing anyway. So
yeah, it's like complete whiteout.
Mm-hmm. So that sucks. I'll do a video on my little mini greenhouses on the inside because I got some mini greenhouses going, just redneck style ones. Got my seeds started. I guess I can finish up. I want to get another one with just jalapenos. So, what up, BB Luminous? How you doing, buddy?
I find that so crazy that I've had seeds in the ground for what feels like a month already down here, and like you guys are still waiting for it to stop being fucking cold.
Dude, I usually start my seeds in February, and they're always like way too big, and they like kill off because they don't have enough oomph. So I started them 2 days, this weekend, right? This last weekend, and hopefully this is the last little bit of snow, so I can direct sow my stuff in the ground. I don't think we're gonna have any more freezing, but like last year we were hunting Easter eggs in fucking coats, so I don't know.
Really, I think I'll post pictures. It's almost done. Remember that design that I found like last month with the PVC pipes for the indoor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been slowly piecing it together with shit I find at work. So,
oh yeah,
it's almost done. I'm thinking maybe not even getting grow lights to start off with. Just just like regular like white light on them should probably be fine, and leave them by the window.
Heck yeah, that'd be all right. What up, Missouri Survival? BB Luminous, first one in the chat with saying something. Slideshow Bob and Fiend Dog did a wave, but that doesn't count.
Yo.
Give me that burrito, you dirty birdie.
Yeah, that thing was delicious. I made a couple of them. And, woo-wee.
That's right. I had one of my infamous free Jersey Mike subs for dinner.
Hey man, I love free. I'm all about that free.
I'm sad. I'm sad. The coupons that we got, they're running out like tomorrow. So
no.
But it was fun while it lasted. They're not going to get me for no real money.
Yeah.
I forgot to make guacamole though.
Ooh man, that guac.
You put that guacamole.
My grandson couldn't say guacamole, so he said guacamoney.
Heck yeah. BB Luminous says you can use a regular LED light to grow. I don't know nothing about that, but I got me a little solar one over here. I'll probably plug it in tomorrow to help everything out. But yeah. Ours got some solar ones going.
I got tons of the LED stuff in white, so probably use a bunch of that.
I mean, you can get like a little LED looking deal with a UV bulb at Walmart for like 40 muffins.
Yeah, but these other ones I can get for free from work.
I do love free. Yeah, I'm all about that. C&T Designs, what's up, bro? Coop in the house.
What's up, C&T?
The low price of free $99.
Free $99.
Oh man.
And the
So what you
temperature's
guys want to talk about? I see that Trump is still in talks with Putin since like noon today. You guys see that?
I thought it wrapped after 2 hours.
He got him to do a
Really?
30-day ceasefire.
I just seen something where they were still talking.
No, he only
Shut up.
talked for 2 hours.
Oh, well, what the hell was that guy talking about then? What a moron. How dare he mislead me?
Yeah,
I was like, geez, they've been talking for like 5 hours?
Oh yeah, you
I
got
got a notification that said that Trump was doing a like an update speech or something,
He's doing a what? You broke up there, Pat.
like an update speech, like saying what the call was about.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Oh, if
that
he
was what I was
does
seeing.
do, yeah, if he does come out and talk about it on the whim, then it's got to be big good stuff.
30-day
Yeah, but,
ceasefire was agreed on.
go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, what I was saying
Yeah,
was
but what did we have to concede?
we're not conceding nothing.
Yeah, from what I understand, basically the United States and Russia were divvying up the amount of land that Russia has taken. Ukraine's just going to sit in the corner and be happy they're not getting shot at. From
That
what I understand, I mean, I'm sure we'll see the official break if he's
Yeah, it's a
doing
30.
a deal tonight. I don't know if they're doing the JFK thing tonight.
They did. They dropped it already.
yeah, they
Oh, they
dropped it
dropped
already.
it. Oh Jesus, what the hell have I missed in the last couple hours?
They dropped it about maybe 40 minutes ago.
Oh, I thought they
No.
did it this morning.
Oh shit.
No,
No.
40 minutes ago.
All right. Is it like all redacted, like the Epstein
You
list?
have to download every page in order to read it.
Are you serious?
There's 80,000 pages.
Oh my god. Well, I'm
So
not doing
so
that.
so then you need to put in keywords. You got to have something on your computer to put in keywords to sift through it. eighty
Yeah,
thousand.
All right.
they're actively uploading digital copies of it right now, page by page. So not all of it's out, but every so often it's getting uploaded.
Gotcha. But it's in process of being uploaded. Well, that's cool. Boy, I can't wait for somebody to do a deep dive on that and go through the whole
And
thing.
everybody that downloads it's gonna have a permanent tinfoil hat next to their name on their government file.
That's probably true. All right, Justin B, you download it all and disperse it in the Discord.
I don't even have enough space on my $200 laptop for that.
Oh no.
It basically says one of our agencies did it.
Right.
And
Which
it
we
says
all
another
the
eight.
conspiracy theories called that years ago.
Well, one from what I've heard is that, and then maybe another three-letter agency helped clean it up.
Yeah, C&T Control F. We're gonna find what we need in here, baby.
Control F.
Yeah, it said a secret agency did it.
Oh my god.
Whatever that means. If that means Secret Service or CIA.
Last I knew that I think um, Mac was still live, but make sure you guys like, share, and sub, and give some love to Mac. I guess he just dropped in his live chat that he has been diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. He was talking about that on his live chat about like 3 hours ago.
Oh, he's in the chat. What's up, Mac? I'll send an invite out here. I'm waiting to see if this guy that I messaged I was supposed to do a chat with tonight. If not, I'll get some people in here and we'll do some BS in here. But well, I guess. Geez, what else have I missed
I
in
don't
the
know
last couple
about
hours?
the JFK.
Yeah.
I don't know about the JFK files, but the Houthis in the United States.
Say that again. You're breaking up.
Joe Biden.
It's funny. This little teeny. God damn it!
I'm sorry. It's not
The,
my
the
fault.
Houthis
The
declared
Houthis
war in the United
declared
States.
war on the United States.
Oh well, what the hell are they gonna do?
Well,
They've been trying to
so
war with us the whole
Yeah, this
time.
little tiny speck.
Yeah.
so I don't know if you guys seen, but as far as along the lines of that, early this morning, we dropped one of their boats.
Yeah. I seen we dropped an Iranian intel boat as well. Let's keep an
Yep.
eye on that. I haven't seen that actually hit the official news yet.
I haven't seen that hit and then also what I haven't seen hit the official news yet, but I've seen it a few places, so I'll bring it up. Um, there's um, there's an intel slash there's a DDG moving into position in the Gulf of America for things that might be happening south of our border.
Oh yeah, we're
That's the
sending
one you sent me.
destroyers down there.
Yeah, and
We're,
some
we're
people
sending
died,
war-shipping destroyers to defend the border in Texas.
yeah.
You know what makes me think that that's popping off is just like the OG Red Dawn is. We already know like Russia and China have been staging equipment there. Well, they got to get enough personnel if they just. I guess if they deport themselves from the U.S. down there to run the stuff, but to stop more stuff and then like to feed the because I know like what China's got a bunch of tanks, China or Russia, one of the two, have a bunch of tanks staged, but like they need munitions and stuff and fuel to keep it running, right? I mean, an empty tank is pretty much useless. It's just a coffin at that point.
Well, here's the thing. It kind of makes me think. So, like, what are on our boats that would be sitting off the coast? Tomahawks. How much does a tomahawk fucking cost? It's big bucks. So, like, if they're gonna start swiping shit with tomahawks, like, it's got to be worth it, you know?
Hmm? Fair enough.
Like, and tomahawks are not cheap.
We'll do
Yeah, what are
anything to
they, like
keep
8 million a
keep us
piece?
wartime powers in place. Well, we've pretty much been in a war for my entire life.
Yeah, it's true.
We have not been
Well,
at war your entire life.
Israel.
Go for it.
We never declared war.
Right. We always say it's like something weird, so that way we don't like get in trouble. But you
Special.
know, we do war. We do war with extra steps.
We had a reconnaissance drone over the Red Sea off the coast of Iran,
Mhm.
and we ran into one of their. They scrambled one of their jets to try and run our drone off. And Israel and Iran were like in a like peace talks, I guess. Evidently, that broke down, and that's not happening.
Well,
Interesting.
well, they said that that things started dragging their feet, that they were getting stagnant, and that's the reason why they started bombing Gaza again. That was
Hmm.
basically what they said. They said that things weren't moving along fast enough. Things were kind of dragging and stuff, and they didn't see any benefit to stop anymore. So they started just smacking
Right.
them.
Well, I don't know what happened with Gaza, but I would assume they. I know the peace talks were going or whatever, and I haven't seen any official news, but they must have fucked up something bad because Israel bombed the shit out of them this morning or late last night. One of the two.
Yeah, so be it, man. Let them wipe them off the face of the earth. I'm tired of hearing about those people.
Yeah, I don't
All
know.
they've
They only
ever
got what, quote
did
unquote, maybe 15 hostages left. Like, let's be real. Like, half of those are probably dead.
like
They probably all are,
Why haven't
unfortunately.
they turned?
Gaza's
That's probably the reason they haven't turned them over is because they're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously, they've had them for how long? Since October 7th last year. You really think they've been that well fed and watered while they've been moving them around?
fuck no.
No, they're. I think we got what was left last time.
And Putin
Where
may have agreed to a 30-day ceasefire, but Ukraine launched a major offensive today. They moved a bunch of people and equipment into, I want to say Sevastopol.
yeah,
That's the first I heard of that.
there's one of the places that they're moving everything to. They started like the day before yesterday or something, but is one of the places that's like one of Putin's red lines in the sand too. So they're not helping themselves. They're really not.
Right. Hey, Mac and Coop, I sent you an invite in your email, buddies. Um, yeah, where was that thing I was watching earlier? Yeah, they. Hold on, let me find it.
Yeah, the 30-day ceasefire was Putin agreed not to bomb any infrastructure, any energy places like power plants, no water, stuff like that. So I guess they're still actively at war, but they're not going to go after any major infrastructure.
Right. Well, I just seen that they. Somebody's big old fuel supply is within range of somebody. I don't remember if it's Russia or Ukraine. That's what I was trying to find again. But basically, they moved into striking, like well within striking distance of this. So
Is
that's
anybody
why.
else hearing a lot of feedback?
Yeah, somebody's got some feedback going on.
Is
Well,
somebody listening on speakers and not headset?
It looks like it's Justin B every time.
is it feeding back?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
mute yourself real quick.
Here, tried to.
All right, Justin B's big and sexy. Big
That
wiener,
make
big
that
wiener.
made all the difference. Yeah. Is he
Yeah,
listening on like speakers? Like
I don't
maybe
know.
a headset would help.
Let me find my headphone.
You good? You good? But yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff moving. I know Russia doesn't want any more hardware sent, but there's probably enough hardware to keep Ukraine running for the rest of the year that we've already sent. You know, let alone ever now like the rest of the UK or not UK, the rest of Europe is and UK, yeah, like they're moving stuff in. So like whatever they decide on today, like stuff's been moving and is like they're en route. That's the problem. Is like at some point, like does Russia think, oh man, you just gave them more shit? It's like, well, no, it's like literally what the judge is trying to do with Trump on the prisoners, right? Like they were literally being flown over in international waters. Like we're not bringing back 200 of the shittiest criminals that we tracked down and got rid of for a reason. The fact that that judge wants them here makes me think the cartel's got some strings to pull with that guy, right? The cartel, the Tren de la Agua, whatever. That guy is batting for the wrong team, trying to bring back. Oh yeah, what sane person is going to say no? We want 200 shitty fucking criminals here. Like absolutely, like top of the line. Well for them, like mafia style. Raping, dealing drugs, dealing people, dealing body parts. No, those people go bye bye. You know what I mean? What up, Sassy Seven? How you doing?
I don't even know that it's the cartel. I just think it's the left. Like they have no policy whatsoever other than whatever Donald Trump is doing is evil and we must stop him. Like that's the only thing they're doing. They're not pushing for anything. Like when's the last time you heard somebody screeching about abortion? Like they don't give a shit because it's not on the table. The
That's only
only thing they
an
care
election thing.
like, yeah, the only thing they care about is opposing Donald Trump right now. Whatever he does, they want the opposite.
Yeah, they just a judge, some Democratic judge, just overruled everything about him in the military, saying nope, transgenders go back to work. They're in the military. You're allowed to all this type of stuff. They won't allow him to get anything done.
Yeah, yeah. It could be the best thing. It could be. You know what? The giving the money, your tax money back to the taxpayers, and shut up, C&T. We're about to have a blizzard. Don't be talking about beautiful weather. We had beautiful weather today, but apparently we're getting a blizzard tonight. So
It was 60 today after it being 25 in the morning.
yeah, it was 60 today. We just went to the park and we're getting anywhere from 2 to 10 inches with 50 to 60 mile an hour wind at like 2 a.m. through like 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So like everything's closed.
I'll give you 2 to 10 inches.
Shit, just the two part maybe. And if it's
Depends on
cold,
how
then it
big the
shrinks
butt
really
cheeks
bad.
are.
Yeah. I don't know why I found that so funny.
Can you clear it?
Um, I don't know that a judge has anything to do can do anything with the military because don't they have their own courts and systems and everything. So I don't know that like the United States judicial system has any sway over what happens in the military. Don't quote me on that, but that just I don't think that they can do anything.
Yeah, especially that judge. He's not even like a big time judge. You know what I mean? C&T said they were in the low 70s today. Go away, C&T. How dare you bring in that trash right now? I had all this good weather ripped away from me. It was like 81 yesterday. That's what pisses me off.
That means you're gonna get a severe flu now.
Probably everybody's gonna get sick. That'll be great. Yep. So that kind of paused us on finishing off the old chicken coop. I didn't want to have it like halfway up and then have the winds rip it off, before we get it finished. So took all that crap in the garage for now. So that sucks, but what can you do?
I might have a free rooster. Just working out the logistics of when I can go pick him up.
Hey man, worst case scenario, he's going in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
It'd be good to eat the bugs around your yard.
Yeah. I was thinking about what
Well,
you said last night at the
hoping
tail end of the
to.
day, Pat. It was
What was that?
bugging me a little bit. You're like, I'm prepping all this stuffs for my kids and stuff, and they're not helping. Like, you need to sit down, pick a day each day for each one of your kids or whatever that are going to be in there, because obviously they're part of your mag, and you need to do just all prepping stuff with that one kid for one day so they know how to handle all that. Like, pick one to do freeze dryer, pick one to do this, that, and the other, or cross train them all on everything. And then I was like, man, you're going to be far away. Like the e-bikes, let's be real. EMP is the wet dream of preppers. That's probably not going to happen. You need an e-bike for you and your wife, because you were talking about having the little fuel reserve. Like, have the pump, sure. And you're right. Drop the trailer if you can and take your fuel reserve with you, because that's going to be that's your house, right? That's way better than a tarp. But with your 1,600 extra muffins a month that you're going to pull in doing this, switching up you and your wife's gig a little bit, I think it'd be good if you invest like $200 or $300, like maybe a couple hours apart, or a day's ride apart, whatever you deem, in a storage unit with some supplies, with maybe like 2 weeks of food and water, and like a way to recharge your bikes and stuff, and like an ammo top off. You know what I mean? Maybe like a latrine set up with like a small shower with a change of clothes. Like, if you have a couple pairs of clothes for you and your wife, like enough to change out and rotate everything, and just leave like your dirties there, cut weight. I think you could make it back with a couple
Yeah.
e-bikes and a couple of strategies like that.
I still know what route I'm going to be look into it heavily. But somebody brought up a concern a while back, like if the shit hits the fan, even if it's not an EMP, how long will the power stay on?
Well,
For work.
there's stuff in place
What
where
if some of those
that stuff
places,
will keep going.
some of those, but let's just say a car rack to my
I can't
storage
hear
unit.
you. You're
Some
breaking
of those
up.
Yeah,
places
Terribly.
won't be
you're
able to
roboting
access
really
the
bad,
power's
Pat.
off.
You're roboting real bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna chime here a little bit.
Okay, but keep that thought, and when you get clear. Calhoun, Grit and Grace, what's up, everybody? Randy Butternubs with the MK. How y'all doing? Okay, but does my wife have to wear my thongs? No, C&T, those are just for you, buddy. Those help you stay more aerodynamic when you're in a gunfight. C&T, I sent you a link, bro. I don't know what you're doing. You should be in here.
I don't know. I want to start prepping and stocking up on parts to make like rooster tails and little spinners for fishing.
Well, hey, man, that can be a great barter item in SHTF, and a side gig now to make some side cash. Get on it. That's how Cabela started in Nebraska. He started a mail. He was making fishing flies, and he just mail out 6 to 10 of them in an envelope. And that's how Cabela's got started, was making fishing flies.
Rooster tails work for almost every type of freshwater fish, depending on the size of the rooster tail you use. At least they
Gotta
work
get more
good here in New
5.56.
Jersey.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out some stuff that I want to get next, and I just got the core battle belt in Coyote Tan. I got an unboxing on that, and then I got a rig setup video on that. But as far as gear and stuff, I'm pretty happy. Other than like, I'd like to have like better solar stuff, but like my garden already works pretty good. Except for hunting, didn't work out real good. I just want to get a different stock for my 270 since I got that bigger scope, so I might need a higher cheek weld. But like other than that, like I think I'm just ammo and like a better solar setup and maybe like a solar oven. And other than that, I'm just stacking ammo and food. Like I'm like good this year. You know what I mean?
I need to start stocking up 9mm. I was going through it. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah. Going through all
Just,
these stash kits, I'm like, man, um, I got like 100 mags for my AR stashed everywhere, and I was like, man, maybe I need to pick up some more of those in case some other people can't get to their mags, you know.
I need
So
to
that
buy more of them. They're just 20 something dollars for a 10 round magazine is ridiculous.
oh my god, would you get the fuck out of dude? Take your okay. So this is what you're doing this year. You're gonna take your money. You're not gonna spend a dime, and you're gonna buy a fucking house in a state that's not communist, and then you're gonna fucking move.
I already have a plan for all that, dude. I can actually sell my house, move to Michigan on 100 acres with the 5,000 square foot house, and still have money left over from the
Yeah,
profit off the house.
but then you're in Michigan with the highest Muslim population in the United States.
Ugh, there's that too.
Yeah,
I thought that was Minnesota.
no, that's Michigan. That's what sucks. Like for Duke and
Maybe
Matt and
think
those
more.
guys.
Maybe think more south. Longer growing seasons, milder winters.
Yeah,
Right.
I wouldn't mind moving to Georgia, to be honest with you.
I tell you what, me and the wife jokingly talked about it because I've been getting a lot of job offers for like out of state. And she's like, "Oh wow, this one in Oklahoma is paying pretty good." I'm like, "Damn, for that money, you wouldn't even have to work." She's like, "Well, I could do Oklahoma." I was like, "Shit, all right, calm down." Like that was fast. Lawfully Armed is
Oklahoma
on the
still
way.
gets cold.
Gen X Gemini. Well, yeah, I'm in Nebraska. The problem would be is leaving what we already have established here. That would be the hardest part.
You could always make new friends.
Yeah, but the generational thing and the gardens and the setup we have now is pretty rocking. That would be the hardest thing. But I think if I did it with 4 families and 10 acres, I think I could still be happy. Well, I'm in Nebraska, Sassy. Sorry, I got the tornadoes here too. You know.
I've been looking at stuff down in Tennessee right now too, where I could get 40, 50 acres and a nice house and all that down there for like 400,000.
Yeah, but dude, think about it. Okay, if it's just you, you don't need 40 or 50 acres. Honestly, for real, 2 to 3 families, 5 acres is probably adequate.
I like to get that just for like to leave to my family or something, you know.
Right. Lawfully wait. t.m.t's moving. No,
If
we've talked about it.
if you
We
He's
like
gonna
plan to
come to
heat
Missouri.
Jersey.
Hmm?
if you plan to heat your home off of wood burning, you need like 14 acres to be like sustainable for the long term. But the hack for that is to find property that backs up to a national forest. Then you've got thousands of acres.
Well, a lot of non-prepping people think about that. You know, they think, oh, I'm going to go to these national parks, so you got to consider that factor. But at the same time, like if you could just get to a place that had a field of whatever, like obviously in Nebraska, it's like a cornfield or a soybean field or something like that. And if you could split it with the farmer, like a lot of people that own fields here, it's like a 60-40 split. The landowner takes the 40% profit and then the farmer takes 60%.
Now, do you
So
need a special stove to burn coal, or can you do that in a regular stove that you burn wood?
you can do it in both, but the problem is you need it swept because its combustion builds up a thing quicker than wood.
Okay. I didn't know if it got too hot versus, and you needed a special stove for that.
Yeah, no, just sweep it every year, just like a wood stove or a pellet stove or whatever. You know, just a little bit of maintenance and make sure you're well, I don't know local code where your would be for that, but 3 foot over your peak. Make sure you're not stovepiping, which is where the top of your pipe. If you're like driving around, you can see like 80% efficiency furnaces and water heater. Like the top foot of their pipes black. That's because it's not vented correctly, and basically your combustion fuel is hanging out right at the top, and it soaks back down to the house because it's not vented properly. So incomplete vent is really bad. That's the most common thing on a lot of houses, and that's where you get all your house fires and shit.
Gotcha.
But that's just an HVAC dude being ventilation weird with you guys. Sorry about that.
Because I definitely want to get a wood stove or some sort in the next house I get, just to have, not necessarily to heat the whole house, just to have it as a backup. And if it's, I just like them.
Right. Next deal, Pat, is with the innovation of solar, you can run a lot of stuff on solar. You can run a mini split to assist your heat, and you could run like a redneck geothermal as well. If you get something that you could run underneath ground or whatever, or if you want to tap your heat off of your, like, if you did like a halfway in the ground greenhouse, you can tap the heat out of that, or you can do a solar water heater to assist. There's a lot of things you can do that don't require any inputs to help heat. And like solar water heaters used to be huge, like in the 60s and 70s. You used to see all the houses with the really big like coils in the roof with the sunscreen over it that was like hail proof. There's still houses around here like that, and I'm seeing new houses get that stuff built. Or like they'll do the sunroom on the west side to help hold the heat in the house, or the south side, depending on where you're at in the country. So you get your all season growing, plus you get to trap some of that heat in to help with your heating and cooling costs. Well, not so much your cooling, but your heating costs. So there's some things that would help, but yes, if you're in Muffin Tops country, you definitely want a legit source of heating. Like you have to have a fireplace or a wood stove here if you have any means of going off grid. Which, yeah, I think some people did like a regional thing, and it's like the Ozarks and like Tennessee are like the top spots for preppers, ideally for growing and things like that and saving, that kind of thing.
But that's where everybody's going to run to.
I know, that's the problem.
Which part of the Ozarks? You talking about the Missouri side, or are you talking about the Arkansas side?
Either side, they're both cheap. I think Arkansas side's a little bit cheaper. So I mean, at least they gave you the muffins. Yeah. No damage at my place. Nice. I'm glad. There was a whole bunch of tornadoes ripping through there. C&T. Thanks for the heads up, by the way. Nice message. Be like, yo, dog, I'm good. Anyway, I squirreled on that pretty hard, guys. I'm sorry.
I've seen it doesn't take an incredibly robust solar system to keep a little mini split going. But
Yeah, they're just 120.
At best, it's only supplemental because in the wintertime, the snow will cover and you won't get as much sun. So, as a supplemental thing, yeah, cool. And in the summertime, run that AC all day, baby.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of mini splits. The only thing I would recommend if you do one is make sure you change the stock fan out for a metal one because those plastic blades blow.
Yeah,
and of course, if
I
you
did
don't have a wind and a hail shield here in Nebraska, you're pretty much just pissing away your equipment at that point. But
looking at them on Facebook Marketplace, I found a few of them that are brand new, still in the box, for like $500. And I was actually thinking of putting it in my camper.
Yeah, I
and
see a lot of
running
people.
my solar.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're talking mini split. Honestly, instead of getting an older used one, it depends on the refrigeration and shit like that, and they might have an issue matching up to their cassette. But there's a bunch of them that came out that had issues with their connections, and like techs like me absolutely hated them for a while. We just ended up cutting off their quick connect because it would always leak, and we would just braze them together like you do for a normal unit. But honestly, you can go to Home Depot or whatever and buy one for like $700 a whole system. Brand new.
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, Mitsubishi would
I'm
be
seeing
my
them brand
recommendation.
new for like $500 on the Facebook Marketplace, brand new in the box still.
Yeah, but if you purchase it yourself, you get that warranty.
Yeah, honestly, mini splits really aren't that hard to put in.
Yeah, I've got vacuum pump too, so I can vacuum the lines and do all that stuff.
Don't need to with this.
And most of them come pre-charged.
Yeah, they come with like a 10, 15 foot of line set, something like that. Just like your regular units do that too, unless they're nitrogen filled, which is usually only for like an R22 stand-in, right? But they come with enough to run, and like for a camper, they'd be great. It's better than those rooftop units for campers because those things crap out all the time, and you always get leaks right there at your seals. and it's more efficient than like an older window air. They have newer window airs that kind of look like a U that go in upside down that are way more efficient, but mini splits are the way.
Yeah, those new ones, like my boss just bought a $250,000 freaking toy hauler, and the solar on it does not work properly at
Oh
all.
shit, I would be pissed.
I told him take it back to the dealer.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that'd be
Why did
sweet.
they do away with the hot water solar thing? Why did it just get phased out because it's not as good as what's out now, or
It's not as efficient as electric, but what happened was, you went from the hippy dippy age to people wanted it, it's just social engineering at the end of the day. It's, oh wow, this doesn't look nice, or like they pre-programmed us instead of having one person go and pay for the one car in the small house that you can afford and stay in your whole life. It's we got to keep up with the Jones, and oh look what they're doing. Oh, we got to upgrade our house. Oh, we got to do this add-on, and oh these are ugly. They're going out of style, so we need the newest thing. And now the newest thing's a tankless water heater, right?
I'm
because
not
the
keeping
house
Which
up
I
with the
hate. I
Joneses,
hate
but
tankless
I'm
water
catching
heaters.
up to Muffin Top.
Hey,
because the
Muffin
house that
Top's
we're looking at right now has one of the old panels like that for the hot water heater, and then the regular solar panels for the rest of the house.
right. And yeah, Calhoun, they do have some freezing issues, but I mean, quite honestly, like if you get good insulation with a good, like a black paper or something like that with the reflective stuff down in it, they do pretty good. The sun's a pretty powerful deal.
Good evening, everyone.
A wild, lawfully armed.
And a lawfully armed staggers in the back.
Drunk as hell, I see. You're sleeping off St. Patty's Day.
No, I'm sober. I don't want to offend Sassy Seven's sensitivities. I
Why?
don't want to run the ladies off.
What have you
Oh,
done?
I just realized,
He
yeah,
was he was busy. That's all we got to say.
Oh my. Well,
Well,
sick invite, lawfully.
Muffin Top, you ever looked at a jar of crunchy peanut butter and a
No,
jar
that
of
would hurt.
Nutella and thought about
No,
mixing the two?
like with your own homemade mixture that you were born with, or what?
No. No, I was serving that up soft serve style.
Oh, all right. Well, you took the Browns to the Super Bowl. Calm down.
yeah. But I think that was the first sober St. Patty's Day I've had in like ever.
Congratulations. We're proud of you.
I am proud of you. Yeah,
Trying to
Muffin Top.
grow up.
How about you go stand by your mic, Fiend Dog, you crazy person?
I love it.
Is that Fiend Dogs or is that yours?
It's Muffin Top's cat. It's Muffin Top's cat. Won't shut the fuck up.
I keep telling my wife I'm going to get one of these days just to piss the husky off.
Husky might eat it.
Man, then you have to hear the husky the whole time.
Oh, yeah, huskies are wildly.
No, I'm
careful.
lucky. Mine doesn't
Yes.
talk. Mine doesn't talk. He hasn't learned how.
Huh. How did it not learn how? Isn't it like in their DNA?
Well,
Oh my
he hasn't been
god.
around other huskies that whine like that, so
Maybe if he hears, that's right, Sassy Seven, it does happen. Maybe if he hears Muffin Top do it through the microphone, he'll learn tonight.
I don't get it.
You doing the dog howl.
Have you ever seen the videos of people teaching puppies how to howl by showing them dogs howling like on a video?
Yeah. Get that. The good stuff.
I'm a hound dog.
Let's try not to damage the man's calm. He has a quiet dog. That's a blessing.
Calhoun
That's
said
what,
that blood memory. They have the annoying noises in their blood.
Yeah,
yeah.
mine sings all the time.
Like
Heck yeah.
Sherry Baby.
Sure.
Not quite,
More
Lawfully.
more like that video that Honda likes to play of the deaf,
Oh
blind,
yeah.
trans. More like that.
Your favorite.
Yeah, did you see my message when you were talking about the Ozarks?
To me?
Yeah, in
No, I
your
was
live
ignoring
chat.
you because you're not on
Okay,
here. No,
cool.
I'm just kidding.
The
I missed
Ark.
it.
I don't know if the Arkansas half is cheaper for sure or not, but I can tell you that it's packed full of both white supremacists and queers.
Well, let them fight it out and buy their land.
They're literally within probably 40 miles of each other, maybe less, as the crow
That's
flies.
it's really weird.
Isn't it? Well, see, the white power people were already there, but then there's like a tourist town that the rainbow flag people have flocked to over the last decade and a half. They kind of took it over,
Hmm.
which I mean is all right. They're not hurting anybody. It's just you get there and it's like little queer hamlet in the mountains.
So you're all about that, right?
Hmm. I mean, if Muffin Top wanted to make a mountaintop rendezvous, that'd be the place.
Well, don't tell everybody my secrets, Lawfully. Jeez.
Coop said, "Where the men are men and the sheep are scared."
Yep. Coop knows. That a boy, Coop. 10 out of 10. Muffin Top approved. But that's interesting.
I was looking in the Ozarks for land a while back. I found a website that does all owner financing. It's called Homestead Crossing Inc. I want to say something like that, but it's all properties that are all owner financed, and for usually like 5 to 10 grand down and a couple $100 a month, you can buy property down there.
BB Luminous is staking claim over there. He said, "Stay the fuck out. This is my 3 roads."
I see that.
Well, BB, you might just know another person. It'll be fine. You can be buddies.
At one point, I had enough money in the bank. I could have bought like 10 acres outright, and I was very close.
See, could have done it.
At the same time, yeah, he does have to be a man and take care of himself.
Fiend Dog, one day you'll be grandpa, so you got to set up your family upright, not in Jersey. You want them not to spend $30 for a 10 rounder, right?
It's $20, $25 for a 10 rounder.
Jesus Christ. It's like $12 here for a 30 round, a standard 30 rounder for your AR, bro.
But I find good deals every now and then for the steel 10 rounders for like $9.99.
Oh my god! Every time you speak about New Jersey, it makes my heart weep for you.
You couldn't make it here, dude. You don't have it.
Thank God.
The trouble is being a good grandpa and like setting your family up for the future is when you finally do pass, nobody gives a shit. They sell your land and they give away all your preps.
I know. I hate that.
Pretty much.
That's why if you instill your morals in the generational teachings now, maybe they'll understand it, and then they'll be like, I need this for my kids. You need to pass it down and be like, yo, this is how we stay out of the rat race. We can get by doing simpler work. We can be happy. You don't have to get sucked into this mental chaos they call society. Got to teach it. It's not
I
it's
was
not a
talking to
learned
my wife
skill.
about talking to my wife about moving to Alaska, and she's like, "Why would you want to go there?" And I was like, "I don't know, like a simpler life, not so much rat race." And she goes, "That's not a simple life."
Yeah,
I
you
said,
actually got to
"Yeah,
work
well,
to stay
it's not
alive. You're just dumb.
it's not an easy life, but it's a different kind of hard."
Right. But it's probably more the way we should have been. Waffle Arms dropping some muffins in. Muffin Top's dropping some muffins in. Um, Boy, there's a lot of Russian-Ukrainian movement right now.
Sounds like the cat is contributing too.
I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. Cat's fat.
Needing some dough.
All it does is want to eat. You're too fat. You'll be fine. You could go a week without eating and make it. So could I, but I wouldn't like it.
Cats are weird. Like they meow at you like that. They've got food. They've got water. Their litter box is clean,
It
and they're just.
literally has food right there. I don't know what the hell its problem is. Shut up and eat that food.
Our problem is my wife started giving them wet food, and now that's all they want.
Yes, that's the problem. He has a whole bowl of fucking kibble, and he won't eat anything but this wet food because he's a fat bitch. Anyway, enough
Well,
about
because
muffin
of all the
top.
stuff I heard about Iran and everything going on today, I stepped up to the EDC. Unfortunately, I got to leave my gun in the car, so I'm
Oh
only
my
protected
god.
on part of my journey.
Yeah,
Only protected on part of my journey.
that's terrible, Pat.
Well, things are going to change next week. I don't go through security anymore in Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
So I have a feeling if anything pops off, I might try some shenanigans over here.
Do you think you're going to
Because why
get
wouldn't they?
shenanigans?
Yeah, I'm worried about it.
Uh-oh.
It will not let me comment on your shorts, Muffin Top.
On IG?
No, on YouTube.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys have so many problems with this. I'm just some dumb redneck in Nebraska. Give me a break, okay?
You're good. I'm just lamenting it.
Okay.
When
I
that
didn't do
happened to
anything
me, it's
different than
because
I've been doing for like the last since you told me you couldn't comment.
when it was happening to me, it's because I said it was 4 kids.
No, I didn't. I don't do that anymore because that's what stopped it, so everybody could comment. I do have it linked to the video that we did the big 2-hour stream going through all the stuff on the whatchamacallits, the affiliate links and stuff. I don't know if that had something to do with it or not, but I don't know, man. The internet's just a place not for Muffin Top. Muffin Top likes being outside. I like being in my garden. I'm so excited to get back in the garden, dude.
Grit and Grace, that's crazy. Can you buy them online and have them shipped in state? As long as they're otherwise compliant there?
Jesus. After a week, the cats start looking like a roast chicken. Oh yeah. Well, also the issue with pests is not a bad thing either. Like the symbiotic home body relationship needs to be. Oh my god, this guy's dehydrating pickles to make chips. 130 degrees for 13 hours. Holy shit, I might be doing this. I might be doing this weekend, guys. You don't know how excited this just got. I think I got a food boner.
Your pickle
Yeah, that
chipping?
sounds delicious.
I want to try and freeze dry some pickles and make pickle powder.
Ooh.
Evidently, it's really, really good on popcorn.
Speaking my language, Pat.
Mock, make sure you keep us updated on those pickle chips
Dude,
because
what are you
I might
talking
be
about?
having to get the
I'll have my
dehydrator going.
face stuffed with them, bro. You can't have them.
Ooh, I just made a taco salad and it's delicious.
You still eating, you chunk?
I got hungry again. Yeah.
Where's mine? Now I'm jelly.
It is Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, white people talk. My wife had white people talking. I did that meal that I talked to you guys about that with the quick steak chicken and the just a bag of veg. I slapped some curry powder in it with some kicking chicken. Made two big old servings for muffin top. Now I'm gonna pull a lawfully arm because since I'm gonna have a snow day tomorrow, probably I'm gonna do some popcorn and maybe catch a show.
I highly suggest buying some of that stuff called Slap Your Mama.
Yeah,
That is pretty
barbecue
good.
seasoning.
The Cajun seasoning, Slap Your Mama.
Sounds pretty good.
Talk about my
My
mama
fat
like
ass was
that.
thinking it's a good idea myself. Yeah, Kellen. Dude, I love pickles. I love pickles something fierce. I ate like three of my homemade put up jars of pickles at work this week, so I wasn't snacking because I didn't get a chance to go buy any more carrots.
I like garlic
Our cat is not in
jalapeno
heat.
dills. Spicy dills. Spicy kosher dill pickles, man. They're good.
Yeah, I made some spicy dills. I can get on board with that.
Sweet pickles. Sweet
Oh,
heat.
Rip curl, what up?
you're a bread and butter guy, huh? I'm not the biggest fan of them.
Oh yeah, bread
Not
and
bread
butter
and butter,
pickles
sweet
are the
heat.
devil.
Oh, sweet heat
And
pickles are good.
I think they're all good, but they all have their place.
I just like me some just OG kosher dills, bro. It's so good.
I like the half sours also, the ones that are in the big barrels.
I can get on board with that. Fiend dog's good as long as they're sour and wiener shaped.
Pretty much.
I like doing that with asparagus too. I like pickled and spicy asparagus is so good.
Like some people think I'm weird because I prefer pickled jalapenos over fresh jalapenos.
I like both.
And I really love pickled red onions on a steak.
Yes. I like pickled onions, period, dude. Even just on a sandwich. I pickled a bunch of onions last year. That's so good. They really, dude, jalapenos, pickles, and onions really set a sandwich off, man. They
Yes,
make
they
a sandwich
do.
bomb.
Mm-mm-mm. I probably should not be eating this this late. It's gonna kill me with heartburn later.
It's just a little bit of heartburn, buddy.
I really want ice cream, but I don't keep it in the house because I'll eat all of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some more turnips tomorrow. I forgot to last week after talking about it.
Yeah, what is with you? Okay, okay. All right. Tell me what your favorite way. You just eat them raw?
Yeah.
Like, is it like a potato raw?
Um, between a potato and like a apple, with the taste of like a beet and a potato, earthy.
Very earthy.
Yeah, earthy, little spice, little hint of sweet.
I like them steamed and like mashed, almost like a mashed potato. And they go great in soups.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Very interesting. Have you ever tried deep fried eggplant? Deep fried? Yeah, that's how I eat them. You just do them like chicken fried steak. It's delicioso.
That's
Why
delicious.
can't why can't you shallow fry them?
Well, I guess you could shallow fry. Well, I guess that's what I do, so you don't waste so much oil. Teresa B says 26 in chat, only 9 thumbs up. Y'all being hobos. Let's go. We got 34 in chat. What are you talking about? We got 4 on Rumble, 30 on YouTube. That's not how you eat turnips. Calvin said he's not on board with you on that turnips. I'm not
I
crazy
love
about pickled
turnip
onions.
greens.
Really? Pilgrim, what up, dog? Pickled okra. Oh, dude, pickled okra is bomb. Fried okra is bomb too. I'm doing some okra again this year.
I like okra and stir fry.
Yeah, I like okra and gumbo. Like if I'm gonna do like a ricey soup
Oh
with
yeah,
some spicy chicken. Oh yeah, man, and gumbo is the way.
a spicy chicken and spicy sausage gumbo.
Heck yeah, man. I'd eat gumbo every day of my life. I love that shit.
Hey, those Cajuns know how to cook.
They gotta know how to cook. Half the time it's roadkill.
Yeah. Yeah, up here is either just regular seafood or it's Italian. Oh no, we do have real Chinese food, unlike you guys out there.
I don't know if I'd be proud of that, but
Hey man, Chinese food's good.
it is good.
What's real
And
Chinese food to you?
Yeah, how many cats do you have to eat?
That's all
No, I
cats.
meant. Oh,
Oh man, he seems all upset now. I'm sorry, lawfully.
You
I
can
don't
season
care.
anything and make it good, lawfully. Come on, man.
I just wanted to know what he considered to be real Chinese food. Because all the Chinese food I've ate at a restaurant was served up by a Chinese person.
I don't know, it just seems to taste better over here. I don't know. Same stuff, but just tastes better.
I bet it tastes really good in China.
Yeah. Pay attention, feed dog. You think us? You think I got fat up here in Nebraska by eating crappy food?
Do Italians eat real Chinese food?
Yes.
That's something I would love to go to Italy and eat real Italian food. I'd probably come back 300 pounds heavier.
No, you wouldn't because the flour and stuff that they use isn't garbage like how we have.
Shit. Heck.
And they, I don't think they live off, like consistently live off pasta and pizza either.
Well, they eat like smaller, more and smaller meals and stuff, and siesta and all that fun stuff.
Kowloon, I'm
The
going
way
to
that
take your word for it. You're the
where
local
their bodies
expert
were
there.
designed.
One
What?
type of food that I
Say
don't like is that.
say that again, lawfully.
Kowloon said that only the rich, expensive Chinese food from China looks and sounds like it tastes good. I said, I'll take your word for it. He's the
Three
local
pretends on the
expert.
deep fried cat. Yeah.
One food I cannot stand is Mediterranean food. It's disgusting. Chickpeas are nasty.
Chickpeas are bomb, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Gross.
You don't go gonzo for garbanzo beans?
No.
Dude, there's a hack. You can throw those in the air fryer and you can make them taste like Doritos and shit. And cheese.
Yup.
You make them taste like Cheetos, and it's a high protein, no carb snack. Don't even play. You don't like hummus?
Like Greek corn
No.
nuts?
Why do you not like? Dude, hummus is bomb. The spicy hummus is so good. Don't even play.
Gross.
In China, they use paint and motor oil. That's gross. The Italian weeds, the American Italian. Yeah, I got a buddy from Italy, and he made like a typical lunch they do, and it was just like sliced up grape tomatoes with like a little bit of pesto with some like basil chopped up and like thrown in with like a little bit of pasta. He's like, this would be like a quick lunch if you were coming home, you know, instead of like making a sandwich or something. It's just like a normal food. And he's like, a lot of the times they just go down by the ocean and he has like this flat knife, kind of like that one flat knife the dude used on Alone that he was getting all those mussels and stuff off the rocks with. They just do that and like eat them with like a bread knife kind of looking deal. So they eat a lot of like just seafood fresh from the sea like that. when the
BV,
tide
I've
goes
already had
down.
dinner and you're making me hungry again. That sounds amazing.
BV said a can of Goya black beans and olive oil with onion and bell peppers, some green chilies, refried beans from that, then spread on French bread. Make basil pesto on top of that. Broil it, dude. That does sound pretty bomb. I could get on board with that, BB.
That's the cultural melting pot right there. I mean, he's
Mm.
mixing it all in.
Then slap some mozzarella on top. Oh yeah, man, I could get on board with that. Chickpea suck pilgrim. You just haven't had a good way to eat them, bro. Come on now, that's high protein right there.
Chickpeas are nasty.
Well, it's okay to be wrong. You live in New Jersey after all.
Just like falafel's nasty too. Ugh.
Falafel is bomb. What are you talking about?
Yeah, those falafels aren't very good.
Oh my god, you people! I can't be the only one who hates pesto. I love pesto. It's good.
Oh man, pesto's good. A nice blackened chicken pesto. Ooh.
Dude,
Prepared
just
citizens. What up, Jay?
what up, Jay? Ow! I hurt my back sneezing.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I promise I'm going to order some more boo boo kits. Or, I mean, you got me thinking about the boo boo kits. I'll order a boo boo kit next time, too. But I'm going to get a couple of the airway and breathing kits.
Oh,
That's what I got this morning.
yeah, dude. Jay hooked me
Right
up
on.
with. He gave me a boo boo kit last time I did a Slishman order from him because he's an OG.
Next time I order, I got to remind him in the comments to hold off on the patches and swag. Just throw in an extra big stack of his business cards because I keep passing them out.
Yeah, Lawfully's like your number one salesman over here.
I'm hoping eventually one of these sheriffs or deputies that I've been giving them to different counties, one of them reaches out.
That'd be good. That'd be good. Help all your brothers out, man. If you can help them out and help everybody save some money, that's the best way to do it right there. We all got to make each other stronger, better, faster.
Yeah, I'm checking out on one of your links right now. Oh, when I'm done checking out, you can go see if tomorrow if it worked.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No, no problem.
Which Jay, I don't know if you know. Jay, if you want a link, let me know, buddy. Yeah, I'm partnered with My Patriot
Consume.
Supply to try and save everybody some money in the shittiest economy. Since, Biden set it up. Plus, we're going to have the growing pains of the new tariff, and apparently, I don't know how serious they were, but did you guys see if you make under 150,000, they were going to not tax you? I'm with that in some regards, and I'm against it in other regards.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Because I want to take the money away from the corrupt politicians, and I want to have just. I'd be cooler with like state tax, so it actually goes towards stuff that you fund, you actually use.
I'm not down with that. That means that I'll be paying tax and a ton of people will not be.
Yeah, but think about this. Then you're going to be able to get rid of the more fraudulent cases of like that abuse it, right? Like only the people that are actually injured and not like people with vertigo sitting in. Oh, sorry, Pat. Not like people with vertigo and blue hair sitting in their grandma's basement getting an unemployment check for like $5,000 a month. You know what I mean? Like it's going to get rid of that bullshit.
That is true.
What it's going to do is like, yeah, you got some paralyzed person, yeah, like obviously they're going to get some because like what are they going to do? Like if their hands and feet and shit don't work, obviously they need some help. But like the people that just say, "Oh man, I'm sad, I'm depressed, and now I can't work," like those people got to get off their ass and contribute, and that's what needs done really bad. Like
Well, not.
Muffin Top could be sitting on unemployment right now. You guys have heard the story how many times? I could be sitting on unemployment right now, popping the best pills on a 10-pound weight limit. But Muffin Top got off his ass and went to work and doing something different. I learned a completely new skill set. Thank God I could, merge my skill set with what I did before, kind of. But like, yeah, there's people that take advantage of that all the time. They're like, "Oh no, I I slipped and fell in Walmart parking lot. Now I'm a multi-billionaire. Like, that's bullshit. Like, or, oh, no, I slipped and fell and I twisted my ankle and I had 3 surgeries, but nope, I'm still not fixed. Okay, well, go do an office job. You know what I mean?
Not to be mean or anything, I don't really want to have to work with any of those people.
Well, I understand, but I'd rather those people work than fucking take our money and not do anything with it.
It's true. Very
Other
true.
than go buy drugs and junk food and shit.
We go to work and barely can afford anything.
Anyway, let me catch up with the chat here since it's dead right now.
Good.
That would take legislation. Yep, but things are getting, man, Calhoun, the game hates you, bro. Partnered with who? My Patriot Supply. I got a whole bunch of links. Actually, here, let me do this since I haven't done it in the chat yet. We are going to set it up on the chat bot, but yeah, I'm partnered with My Patriot Supply and all of their affiliate links that decided to work with me, which is cool.
$20 is $20.
Oh yeah, I doubt I'll get $20, but if I can help you guys save some money, man, that'd be great. Here, I'm dropping it. Hopefully this works. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that went in the private. We'll see how that works.
Pat is unmuted, or needs to be unmuted.
He can unmute himself.
He's asking if you can unmute him for himself. I don't know.
No, I can't unmute you.
You can't unmute him?
No, I've never been able to unmute anybody.
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
pick
unmute
permanent
other
mute
people.
or promote to moderator. I can't do anything with sound settings.
Oh, man. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, thanks, prepared citizens. Pat, I cannot unmute you, buddy. It's only on your end. Huh.
How was
I don't
work
know why
today,
it wouldn't let me
lawfully?
copy and paste and put them all in there. That's really weird. Yeah, you just click the link and then you shop as you would. Old man butt wrinkles with the meat spin. It's 10% off everything. Jay, all my affiliate links are 10% off.
And some of the sites overlap, like they sell the same stuff, so you got to shop around.
Right, because
The
sometimes
Alexa
like
Pure.
yeah, Alexa Pure is the water pitcher's like 30 muffins on one of them and it's 50 muffins on the other, so it pays to shop around.
Those water pitchers worth it?
I want one because think about it.
I've
That'd be
already
what you
ordered
use
mine.
every day. Your family can use it. It's stupid enough a kid can use it. Well, not stupid enough, but you know what I mean. Like it's simple enough a kid could use it, or grandma could use it, or whatever. Okay, it lets you run those, so you don't have to worry about depending on the filters you get. Right, it helps with your local municipal water supply because they already use chemicals. You already know this, so
Mm-hmm.
it helps remove that crap. So it's healthier water for you and your family. So you use that for your drinking and cooking. Same as putting in a reverse osmosis system in your house or a filter right there at your kitchen sink, right? So it already takes care of that. And then B, it's mobile. C, it's great for space saving. So like apartment preppers, things like that, they can save their other deal. You can take it camping.
Camping, that'd be good, yeah.
Yeah, it's way more mobile. And then if you didn't have a big group or whatever, it's just you and your old lady. Yeah, why wouldn't you? And then you save the bigger one for when SHTF really hits. You know what I mean?
The one that I ordered, because I priced it out with the filters and everything, and like they go on sale, so you can still get into it cheaper than a fucking Brita, and it does way more.
Right.
I
Now the
guess
next thing you could also, you could do the countertop one too, but like if you don't have the space and it's already cool, so you could like fill up all your water bottles and stuff with it too.
I guess I'm the only person that drinks the cancer water straight out of the tap without a filter, huh?
Yes, yes, you are.
I drink it out of a bottle. I need all the estrogen mimickers. Try re-adding Pat. I think he dropped out.
I will send him a new link. Sorry, Pat. I was digging through some stuff. I know he was having a rough spot where he was at. I think was the main issue.
How was work today, lawfully?
It was good.
You sell anything good?
Lipsy's exclusive Flat Dark Earth 19 Gen 5 with a Holosun SCS MOS on top. That was the last thing I sold. Ruger 1022 Carbon with a Hawk Red dot. Couple of strip lowers. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0.
That's the bigger one, right? With the longer handle?
It's same size as the old one, just twice the capacity. It's still pocketable.
Okay. Hey, you sold some stuff
Can you
then.
hear me?
There he
Your
is. Hey yo,
5x5. Sing, my angel, sing.
serenade me to sleep, baby.
I don't know. I switched it over to my tablet,
Oh, all right. That sounds a
and
lot better.
I was having problems.
We still love you, Pat.
I know you do. You know, way to park in front of everybody and block the whole show.
Me?
No, freaking loser over here.
All right, Muffin Top. Jay's
What have
got
I
skin
done?
in the game. He used your link and did a BOGO.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm eating. Actually, I'm eating out of one of their older 72-hour kits right now. I just did some videos on that. If you check that out, everybody, let me know.
High tide raises all ships. We're supporting each other.
Oh, thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. Now I got to buy more shit from you. If Red Dawn didn't talk me into getting this core freaking battle belt that I got over here, I'm doing an unboxing video on and a review. I would have bought your radio this month, just so you know. So you can blame Red Dawn Readiness for making me get more kit instead of a radio from you.
Oh, you just hyped me up. You reminded me I'm going to be able to download Chirp. Order that laptop. I should have it Friday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so Colfoot is looking at my Amazon issue too. By the way, Jay, I know you were talking about getting an affiliate link going. I had one going. You get like a 90-day period with it. And the first person who gave me a link, apparently that link didn't ever work for anything. And then the second person emailed me and said, you never used your link with a different link that I've never had before. So their service department, whatever Amazon is, they really don't give a shit about you. So get ready for the fight of your life with those guys. I'm still like trying to get my affiliate link figured out with them, and I might just have to like apply for a new one or whatever. The problem is like I can't. It's like probably way easier to call them, but like by the time I can get down here and do everything, they close at like 5 o'clock, like Eastern time. So it'd be like 4 o'clock. So like I'd have to call them after I pick up the wife and the kid, and on the way home in the car with the wife and the kid. And I'm probably going to get angry enough. The language is not going to be kid appropriate. So it's maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Try to
Let
dig
alone
that out. Then I'll
corporate
be pissed off
sponsorship
all day.
appropriate.
What?
I said, let alone corporate sponsorship appropriate.
Yeah, that too.
All right, Muffin. Since you still don't got your comms,
What?
if I send Jay 2 brand new UV5Rs, you'll pay him to program them for you then.
Shit, yeah, I would.
All right, I'll get them sent out.
Shit. Do you hear that, Jay? Justin B's gonna hook me up. I'm gonna give you my stuff to program him. You don't have to do that, dude. I'll get him one of these days.
No, I got like 15 of them sitting on the shelf. I got
Holy
them
shit.
I got a good deal from somebody. So
Loaded.
I didn't pay full price.
Oh, that's good. No, it's just one of those things that I haven't got around to yet. Like smoke signals and CB still work for pretty much what I do. But like what I run in, like it's all like local and everybody knows everybody anyway. So like the communication can happen Probably not battle hardened ready, but like we can still like hang out and talk to each other and shit. You know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I haven't had the necessity for it yet, but when you need it is not the time when you're like, okay, now I need to buy the radios and learn how to fuck with it. If that makes sense. I'm scared. I'm scared is what I'm saying. I'm scared I'm going to get ADHD, hyperfixated, addicted to radios.
That's why I've been afraid to go down the rabbit hole because I'll be hyper fixated on it for
Right?
for like 3 months. But I've got a bunch of the content downloaded for my next flight, so
Even
I figured
truckers
I'm
are moving to
hours.
GRMS and CB from CB, says Calvin. Yeah, that's what Pat was saying the other day. CB, you dinosaur, Calvin said. I'm sorry. That's funny.
What up, Hutch?
Hutch in the house, bro. What is up, Hutch? Hutch, you want to link my bro, or are you just lurking? All right, Hutch. If you want to save money, I do like saving
Smoke
money.
break 69.
Yeah. You did an early one today, Hutch. I barely got into work and got to dinking around where I could hop on the YouTube. A CB radio is crap range. Yeah, well, we just have them in all of our four wheelers and side by sides in our like work trucks and shit. Like out here, everybody like all the farmers and shit just have like a schwacked, beat up single cab. They do like cattle fence and stuff with and check on the cows and they ride around and pop coyotes and shit. So they just throw CB in there and then they can take it with them to the next rig if they hop on a four wheeler or whatever. They're checking pivots and shit. You're hauling rock to help out in the middle of a cornfield to help your pivot get through. Like it's just stupid shit. It just works. Like
They're all citizens band if you're brave.
that's true. Legal. So what about the cool one? I don't know what you mean. A hot CB throws out massive interference. Yeah, that's probably true. My dad. Oh, gotcha. Easy get 50-watt GRMS or GMRS.
What up, Quack
Yeah.
Attack?
Yeah. Lurking. No, you good, bro. Cutting and hauling wood, digging rocks. So you've been working hard today, brother. We're getting ready for a blizzard here. So Muffin Top's getting a snow day tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be able to get some videos knocked out. Got a couple videos that are on the way. I'd like to get this core belt set up. That'd be fun.
Do an ice fishing video.
Don't you
No,
have a video that you've been editing for like 3 months now?
no, I scrapped it. I should probably do that. The one man war chest video. It's literally been sitting here the whole time. All the videos I've been filming on top of the lid for it.
Oh, you weren't talking about the video I thought you were talking about.
And
Got a
it'll be
lot of
too cold
videos.
to spray paint all those yellow tops black, right?
That is definitely too cold to do that. Those are excuses, and Hutch and Backwoods know they're excuses, but they're my excuses.
You're only going to get a half-inch of snow tomorrow.
Probably.
They're gonna call
So
you
it's
at 10 a.m. and say, "Can you come in?"
No, I'll say I can
about
work from remote. Otherwise, y'all can go fuck yourselves.
pecker deep, huh, Muffin Top?
If I was hung like a racehorse, probably pecker deep. Yuck.
A pygmy racehorse. He said you're only getting half an inch.
That's hung like a racehorse. What are you talking about? Y'all are terrible. Okay, we got 38 in here, 3 on the Rumble. We got 35 on the YouTube. Y'all be cool as fuck. Appreciate y'all.
Oh man, I can't believe it's getting late already.
Been still getting up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Pat, are you in, my dude? Pat hates me. I understand.
Yeah, I've been going to bed at like 11 o'clock and getting up at 4. It's been brutal.
It's my life, bro, for like the last 10 years, 13, 14 years.
Yeah, but I'm also older than you. It sucks.
Are you really? How old are you?
43, going to be 44 this summer.
Are you serious? You sound like a young man.
Thank you.
My God. Well, I guess you did say you're balding heavily, so.
Oh, yeah, I lost the battle.
Oh, no.
I used to care, but now I don't.
Gave up.
Yeah. Losing my hair, my beard turned white.
Being able to mute and unmute on here is a task.
I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
work very well.
I don't want to
Not
pay
your
for
fault.
StreamYard.
I'm just trying to mute it when I'm being loud, and then trying to unmute is is hard too.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, what I do is pinch and zoom on Chrome so that the button is bigger.
Yeah, Pat, what he said.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Oh,
Especially since none of us are on camera. So it's not like we have to watch anything on the screen.
Yeah, I'm just ugly.
I go ahead and run split screen and do YouTube on the top half and Chrome with Rumble running in the second half, bottom half.
Oh, thanks, Lawfully. Everyone should get some DNA on the like button area of their screen. Oh, my God.
Dicks and ass.
Oh, my lordy.
Put some DNA on the like button.
I don't like y'all that much. Goddamn.
My fingerprints are on everything.
My God. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about something constructive here, or are we just going to be weird all night?
At this point, I just enjoy putting a thumbprint in hidden areas on people's pieces.
Well, so I'm sorry. You're putting what where?
Like on the underside of your double barrel shotgun barrels, put the forearm
Whoa.
back on. Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, Reaper 10 said you're young, bro. You're good. You're good there, Fiend Dog.
Oh yeah, just
have you ever had somebody
30.
come?
Go ahead.
Have you ever had anybody come into your gun shop wearing gloves, like refusing to touch the guns?
When you get people that are weird, or they feel obligated to like wipe it back off, it's like I have rags. You don't have to use your shirt.
I'm still gonna wipe them after you wipe them on your nasty ass shirt.
The first
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
right.
years, it weirded me
My
out when somebody wanted to see ammo to like open a box up and show them a round or two, and then put it back. And it's like, now they have my fingerprints,
Look what you did.
but that they're all over the place at this point.
my favorite local gun shop, they had this guy that used to come in all the time. He always wore white gloves, and like just the way he looked, my guy was like, I think he might be like a assassin for the mafia or something.
My God.
So here's what you do: you collect a bunch of range brass, and if anything ever did happen, you just
Throw that
confuse
out.
them. Yeah.
Drop brass. Nice. Prepared citizens said, Hutch said this is not the kind of life that encourages DNA secretion. Just saying. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, all that stuff's behind the paywall.
Yeah.
That is only
Prepared
spams.
citizens trying to get us on cue here. Uh, what's everybody doing for training? What are they working on? Anybody doing any FTXs? Muffin Top ain't doing nothing. I've been just doing all my side gigs, bro. I'm trying to build my chicken coop. That's my training. Real world shit.
Just push-ups and walking and stuff.
Yep.
It's supposed to be cold and rainy tomorrow. If it's not too rainy, but it's fairly cold, I'll throw a hoodie over my chest rig and go for a couple laps.
There you go. Working on the sweets with motion detection. Nice, nice, nice.
Fiend Dog said dry fire. Yep. I get a
Yep.
lot of free reps of dry fire in at work. That's exciting.
Yeah. Muffin Top's going to try and get some miles in tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a walk and chat. I got to try and catch back up. Trying to do the 31 miles in 31 days, and I haven't done anything that I've counted as exterior exercise since 5.5. So I'm gonna try and get a couple 5 miles into the next couple days.
Well, I'm already past that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of walking at work.
It has to be past your work. It has to be in your own free time.
All right, whatever.
I'm just that's the thing. That's the rules ACR put in place, bro.
Yeah, it's got to be extracurricular. It can't be your regular day job doesn't count.
Right.
If it did, I would have had almost 9 miles yesterday instead of just 4.5.
Yep. I even did the math for him real quick because that was tough, I guess. Jay said he's got a class coming up somewhere around August, but it's not set in stone yet.
Justin B's going to rent the whole place out and invite everybody to show up.
Oh my! Do it, Calhoun. I'm gonna drop some in for you.
He's going to feed them all
If he's an
Kipper snacks.
if he's an elect if he's an electrician in New Jersey, he can afford that shit.
That's Fiend Dog.
Oh,
Justin B, one of my tradesman homies over there, sounding like he's a jack of all trades, from what I'm gathering. Calhoun said, "Damn it."
I mean, pipe's pipe.
Yep. Side gig, bro. Justin B sounds like you got a good work unionship with your boss. You know, he values you, and you guys do a lot of hillbilly swapping. You do some jobs for him to help him out. He helps you out, hooking you up with some stuff, man. It's good. That is great. I only bet like 25 muffins. Ah, Calhoun, you messed up, bro. Prepared. Jay said he has defensive pistol. Jay, do you want a link, bro? So you can just get in here and promote your shit? I got you. I got you, Jay. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Have they changed the recipe to the purple pipe dope?
The purple pipe dope? What are you talking about? Like the cleaner?
Yeah, the cleaner primer.
Yeah.
I swear that stuff used to like melt your nose hairs.
No, it still does.
Well,
Okay.
it still burns like hell when you get it on all over your arm.
I'm not that messy, so I haven't had that problem. But I know you get a whiff of it, you're like, whoo.
Shit happens, you know.
I don't know, man. It just works for me. I don't know. You're over there huffing it, I guess.
If you work good for like Molotovs and stuff, they're highly flammable.
I dropped a link in the thing there,
Calhoun,
Jay.
I think the purple's the
Can't see our
primer.
last message. Yeah, purple's the
And then
primer, and then your glue, and they chemically fuse, basically, right?
yeah, like it's a tube part.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that do it without the primer, which is wrong because they always would break apart. Especially people doing it for like a 90% efficiency furnace. Don't do that. Please use both. Teresa B got the kiddos in bed. That's a score. Yeah, cleaner's not dope. Pipe dope's like the white stuff that you put on natural gas pipe.
The Blue
I've not ever
Monster.
done natural gas.
Well,
Just agua.
gas, period. Aqua.
They use a lot of that Blue Monster pipe dope around here now.
Shit. You're good,
What
laying
about
in bed.
pecs?
Mama said not to stay up late. Oh, man. If you got this playing with Mama next to you, there ain't no way you're having a good night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all the
You might
houses
have
are
an
pets
earbud in.
now here.
Yeah, we had a leak in the ceiling because the water comes in from the meter on the northeast corner of the property. And then it used to come along the front sidewalk underneath. And then, like, we've got a garage door to drop pallets and stuff off. It used to
Right.
come into that wall from the sidewalk and then went across the false ceiling. And there was a leak in the office over the false ceiling before it got to the water heater. So the plumbers just deleted the old pipe and replaced that with PEX. But then, like a year later after that, somewhere out under the sidewalk, there was a leak. They did the detection, and rather than break all that up and then keep having to replace it because it was old brittle pipe, they just went ahead and cut it off just off the meter and just ran PEX
Yeah, it
in
sounds
the
like they had an
nearest.
issue with that concrete freezing and breaking something down there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
gas pipe dope is like a light yellow or white. You pretend.
It's old brittle pipe,
Yeah.
and it wasn't below the frost line under that sidewalk. So it's a combination.
Calhoun said he tried pipe dope. Don't know why people go crazy for it. Tastes terrible.
They use a lot of that CPVC here for water also.
Ew, that shit is crap. CPVC is hot fucking garbage for piping, bro.
They use it all the time, bro.
Oh
All
my,
of this
that's
cold weather talk is not English to me.
junk, bro. Fucking trash pipe.
Personally, it should be copper and pro pressed or sweated in, but
I do like that. No, Pex is better.
plumbers nowadays don't even know how to sweat pipes, man. It's crazy.
They have to.
They don't
They
have to
have to.
sweat pipe.
With
They can
those,
just run PEX.
yep. Pex or the Pro Press, but
You're
setting up
not
all
allowed to
that,
run PEX up here in commercial.
that doesn't even make sense.
Plenum
It's
rated ceilings
not?
and all that.
it's
No
literally
PVC.
superior to copper, and it's much cheaper.
No PVC and plenum rated buildings.
That
That's got
doesn't
to
even
be a
make sense.
union thing. It's got to
No,
be.
it is a whole state code because it's a fire thing.
That doesn't make any sense. So you're gonna install pipe that you have to freaking solder in. Oh
They
man, I
pro
can't
press.
imagine all the fucking yeah. But do you know how much all that Pro Press shit costs?
They
And you have
pro
to buy
press
the
that,
Pro
and
Press
then
fitting.
all your waistlines have to be all no hub or welded together.
Oh my fucking
Don't
god,
want the gas leak.
that's just still leak, and that's
Oh
more
yeah,
Copper does
corrosive,
look pretty.
especially in Jersey. The fucking copper corrodes anyway, man.
I was really proud as a preteen to help my grandfather do all the pipe in his cabin.
Yeah, it's a good skill to know.
this is just in like high rises and stuff that have
Dude, we're
plenum
gonna have to talk to
ceilings.
Jersey. Jersey's fucking stupid. I'm telling you.
No, it's not that's code in Jersey, New York, the whole East Coast, everything in commercial. If you're in
You
a plenum
fucking
ceiling,
commies. You fucking got
if
commies,
you
bro.
don't have hard
And
That sounds really.
New York with all the fucking ice and shit and snow they get, they shouldn't run anything but PEX because you get a fucking splitting that copper in a fucking apartment all the way up and down the wall. You
it
fuck the
is
whole apartment.
against code if you don't have a hard ducted return. If you're using the aerospace as a return for your heat source, you cannot run any PVC or PEX.
What
Muffin
does that
Top,
have to do with
I'm
PEX?
ashamed.
you keep
Those are
harping
two.
on him about Jersey.
That's
Him and some of
HVAC.
his
That's
buddies are
heating and
going to show
air,
up and
and
break your
that's
kneecaps.
fucking that's plumbing. Those are two different codes.
Our
Those are also
code, electrical code, and plumbing code states we're not allowed to run any plastic pipes if it's a plenum rated ceiling, which means you guys don't have any ductile returns and you're using the ceiling as a return.
Who the fuck uses the ceiling as a return? We don't
Dude,
use
it's
attic
common
fans. It's not
practice
the
in
floor.
commercial.
Oh my god. I can't even talk to you anymore.
Aren't those all really big union states?
You keep giving them a hard time, they're gonna show up at your
They can
porch
fucking
and
show up.
bust
I'll
your
tell them to
kneecaps.
scream it to their fucking face.
I'm gonna have to
Tell them
set
they
up the
don't know
rat
what they're
on your
doing.
front porch.
I don't have a front porch. Joke's on you, bitch face. I have a cement porch. It's a
Let's
step.
set up Daddy Warbucks out in your front lawn.
Oh my god. Yeah, so yeah, send out your union dude who's dripping in like $50,000 in fucking gold jewelry. You don't think you're getting all the money? He's taking it off the top, bro. Sophia B, sorry. Calhoun said, "Stop claiming the whole East Coast when you talk about the Northeast." Uh, it's about the takeoff gases and the plastic in commercial buildings.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, man. If there's a fire,
Oof.
PEX is for water.
doesn't matter if there's a fire in the building, it creates a toxic fume. That's why it's illegal.
Yeah, but the water inside of the toxic fume holding plastic will put the fire out. I know it won't, but
Oh my god.
I hear you.
Yeah, now I am getting angry. Making me mad.
Yeah. Get mad there, tactical.
I get it though, but it's still retarded.
That is dumb.
It's like us with electric. We're not allowed to run PVC and any of that crap. Like in the building, it can only stub in and has to transfer over to metal.
You stub in with plastic and then you finish with metal?
Yep.
That is retarded. It should be the other way around. Oh my god. I can't go to Jersey, guys. I can't deal with this fucking retardation.
They wouldn't have you.
Thank God.
You couldn't make it over here.
Yeah, I'd be an inspector over there ripping all their shit out and be like, you guys are fucking retarded.
You couldn't handle the hustle and bustle and the mean attitudes.
You don't even fucking know, bro. You don't even
Everyone's a
know.
jerk
You
off
don't even
over
know
here.
fucking construction talk muffin top, bro.
Kowloon's got a good point. The last thing you're going to worry about if you're in a commercial building during a fire is what's in the smoke, right?
Yeah, no shit. You're gonna get the fuck out, okay? Be like, oh man, I bet those are toxic pipes burning. This is such bullshit. That's bad for my health. That might be true on my butt wrinkles. I don't know. I might have to grab a piece of Pex and see if it does burn. I don't know. Pex is awesome.
Well, there's it alone, and there's it full of water too.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of like how you can boil water in a plastic bag or whatever.
Sophia B is alive. Confirmation. Muffin Top's channel. Sorry, guys. I'm dragging. Even your data
Oh,
tables in
there
the
goes
plenum have to be
Fiendog.
rated for that. That's wild. Your
What's
plenum
up?
is just your chase. You're running all your electric and plumbing through up and down all your fucking floors, right? That's what you're talking about. Your big
I'm talking
chase.
about the whole ceiling is considered plenum in a most commercial. You use that as your return.
Yucky.
See,
But
return for me means your air. Your return for
yeah,
you is
you're using a return air as the whole ceiling.
no.
Yes, that's how they do it.
Oh my fucking god.
Because you can't run ductile returns everywhere. So you use the drop ceiling as your return, and they cut squares out in the sheetrock walls above the ceilings and all that, and that's how all the air flows.
No, we take a unit and we duct it down into the space and we pull air from there and we pull fresh air from outside through a hood. We
The
don't
hood,
just
yeah.
drop it in the building and say, "All right, everybody else, hopefully you fucking clean this shit." Oh, no, all the dead pigeons and mice and shit. The fucking dudes just throwing like rat poison up here and shit. Oh, all the have you seen above ceiling tiles at a commercial facility? They're fucking disgusting. I don't want to pull any air from that to let anybody breathe.
Well,
Yeah, but
that's how it's done. That's common practice.
Oh my god,
that's just making an extra step though, tactical. When you could
Go
that's
just
fit fade.
disgusting.
Bake off.
Jersey is started. That's kind of old man.
Jersey has like some of the strictest and
No, it's
most
the air
toughest
return for
building
your air
codes.
handlers. Oh my fucking god, guys. Yeah, where is the filter? Well, the filter would be on the hood on the outside. Because I doubt somebody's going to want to go up there with a fucking scissor lift or a. It depends on the equipment. Depends on the equipment.
Yeah, and all your RTUs, that's where your filters will be.
Typically, but that's just going to be supply. It's mostly fresh air. You're not going to have a return for those kind. They're going to drop it off with a diffuser or drop it off with one big ass fucking dump vent. Anyway, I posted a new audiobook in the free audiobooks today. I started listening to it. It's pretty good. It's a little dark at the beginning. It's about some chick who got like kidnapped and it's like held hostage and been forced to be pregnant and whatnot. So that's interesting. But
Muffin Top, if you had any more bad dreams,
about
Yeah.
demons.
I
How's your
haven't been
demon
sleeping
doing?
enough to hit any REM sleep, dude. What are you talking about?
How's your 2 o'clock in the morning demon doing?
That's just me staying awake till 2 o'clock. I'm doing that again tonight because I'm having a snow day tomorrow. So I'm going to use every ounce of free time that I have whilst everybody else is asleep to watch Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, the kitty cat will keep you awake
Oh my god!
or keep you company.
I'm gonna go upstairs with the dog. It keeps the cat away. So much dust would be in that system, though, right, Calhoun? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not pulling their return air from that. That's gross.
They do everywhere, man. A lot of the times. I'm just letting you know.
That doesn't make any sense. What okay. I
It's
can't
a
see the
plenum
system.
ceiling,
I
plenum
can't see
rated
the system.
ceiling.
It doesn't matter.
Because you guys can't physically run your
You have to
ductwork.
be able to size the correct amount of return for your fresh air that you're bringing in. You have to either mix,
Well,
have
this
a
is
mixing
all
box.
engineers' jobs, not mine. I'm just letting you know.
Oh my god. Our return runs 2-inch MERV 8 pre filters and a 13 final filter. Returner outside filtered. But yeah, the 2-inch MERV 8s are pretty standard in commercial. MERV 13s are a little bit better. And outside air is filtered.
There it is.
So you got to have a return with just like either just wide open or a damper stubbed into that space, plus your fresh air. So you're doing a mixing box. Okay. I guess. So you do your fresh air mix with your return air right there, then your mixing box, and then you change your filters out. So that's how that. Okay, that makes sense. That's still ghetto, but I guess it makes sense. I would rather pull the return air from the finished space. That way, it's cleaner. Like, what's an extra 4 foot fucking drop to get below your ceiling with a just even an open grate? Anyway, whatever. Go Jersey.
The Jersey Devil at 2
It's not
a.m.
all like that. It's just typically you see that a lot.
That's pretty wild. Reaper 10 mil must be around you. Reaper 10 mil, what part of the country are you from? What do? You electrician, plumber, what? HVAC?
DV's around me.
We'll go hang out.
I think
Let's be
maybe
friends when the
offended
world
him.
ends, says Pat Wright. Anyway, Kayla Stone is the author of this Edge of Collapse post-apocalyptic sci-fi thriller. It's
Screen share.
It's pretty good. Sure. Let me pull it up.
Give the people something to look at.
I guess.
Besides your tactical cupcake.
Hey. I know it's a
Tactical
cupcake.
cupcake.
Is it Sharon? Oh, wait, I forgot. Present. Here we go. Here we go, I think. Wait.
Your tactical cupcake is still in front of it.
There we go.
No, there
This
it is.
audiobook right here. It's pretty good. Each book's 10 hours long. I just started the first one today. I'm about 4 hours in. It's a pretty good book. Check that out sometime, guys. It's free. I mean, if you're tired of listening to the same shit on the radio. California stationary engineer. Oh, okay. Cool.
Have y'all held the new 1022 carbon?
No.
It's super light. Super light. It's actually kind of cool.
Cherry on top. There you go. Sophia B likes it. Yeah, Missouri Survival made this. This is going to be one of my first stickers. So I think it's cool.
How do you find time to listen to audiobooks with everybody's content? Like, geez.
I listen to the content I'm going to listen to, and then when it's dry, I listen to an audiobook.
Muffin Top, you're not ever dry.
Thank you.
You just got a perpetual slug trail.
Well, listening to Lawfully Armed, doing this walking chats really does keep me moist.
Ooh.
Every time it's about lunchtime, I'm like, oh boy, am I going to get one today? Am I going to get one today? Is it going to be 3 minutes? Is it going to be 5 minutes? Oh boy, I can't wait. Lawfully Armed, live, baby.
I can't
You make
watch
me
him. His
blush.
lunchtime is different than mine.
By the way, I don't mind. I listen to audiobooks and stuff when I'm working outside and in the garden or mowing or whatever.
You guys have real lunch breaks.
Sorry,
11:45 to
my
12:30.
fish sticks. What up? Mine. Hey man, mine used to be just window time in between the next job. I know your pain, bro.
I work at a small place where, yeah, that's very toxic, so we don't really get lunch.
Nice. Reaper moving to Nevada. Heck yeah, there you go, Reaper 10.
Fish Sticks is in the house.
What are you, an hour different than us over here, lawfully?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Central Time Zone.
He's central, like a normal person.
Oh, I forget. I forget if he's in Mississippi, Missouri, or
Arkansas.
Arkansas. I don't know. They're all right there.
God's gifted flyover country.
You're the Razorbacks.
You know, I was talking, I was commenting in. Well, I'm getting the back feed here. And oh man, Jason over there at shit, the New York City Prepper. What's his name? NW Prepper.
Jason Momoa.
No. God damn it! I can't think
Jason
of it.
Statham.
Just shut up. A prepping channel. A prepping channel. Big
Just
prepping
Jason
channel.
with the mask.
Big black guy who works at the fire department in New York.
Well, that narrowed it down.
Prepper. Prepping channel. Oh my god, I cannot think of his fucking channel. The Angry Prepper. Jesus, thank you. I had to go to his channel on my phone real quick. That's bugging the shit out of me. Yeah, guy's jacked as fuck. Fire department, dude. Yeah, anyway, I was talking to him in his comment section one day. He was listening to Muffin Top, and he's like, I don't know what we were talking about, but I was like, something about, hey, man, I'm over here in Nebraska. He's like, fucking Nebraska. That was the shittiest fucking drive. He's like, there's nothing to look at. All it is fucking cornfields and just going down and just repetitive fucking field after field. He said it sucked driving through that state, and it fucking took forever because we went around widthwise. And he's like, Jesus Christ, it's like 13 hours of fucking corn. Well, yeah, man, that's us.
I
The
thought that was
comments are catching
Iowa.
up.
Angry Prepper. Yeah, it don't take no 13 hours to get across, but I think he just embellished a little bit. Sophia B got sidetracked with Jason Momoa. Come on. That's what makes your
He's
I
muffin
mean,
moist?
he has lots
I
of
mean, I think
topography.
It's also Iowa. Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
I think every dude has another dude that you might cross the street for. You know what I mean? Jason Momoa would do that for me.
Good to know. Good to know.
Jay at Prepared Citizens would be mine.
Are you all right? So in that situation, Pat, are you laying on the pavement or is he laying on the pavement?
Either way, I'll take what I can get.
Oh my!
Jeez.
Hmm.
Nope. Jason Stamos, bro. Or maybe Keanu Reeves. I can get down with Keanu Reeves. I'd like to shoot pistols with that guy, dude. He'd fucking make me feel like he'd make me feel like nothing. To get on one of those training classes that he had to do for those movies with the Glock competition shooters and freaking Sean Ryan, dude, that would be freaking amazing. Just a day on the range with those people. That'd be crazy. They'd all say I'm fucking dog shit by the end of the day, but I'd still be creaming my jeans. You know what I mean? BB said, "Well, no, but interesting. He's not crossing your street in your hypothetical pet." Keanu's actually a good dude. Yeah, I've heard everybody who's talked to him and shit says he's a good dude. I like the
He
deal where
paid my rent once.
there's a whole what?
I'm just kidding.
That would be awesome. No, I see this deal where like everybody's just like walking past this homeless dude, and he was like on his way to grab like a bagel for breakfast, and he came out with like
Evening.
a couple egg McMuffins or whatever from this little bagel shop, and he sat down with the dude and just had breakfast with him and talked to him like he was just a normal dude. And I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Is that the same guy he gave him his shoes?
It could have been. He does a lot of shit like that. Like he
Who did
really
that?
hates Hollywood.
Who did that?
Keanu Reeves, he's a good
Oh,
dude. He's a good person. I genuinely think. Of course, he could be eating more babies than I am too. So I mean, who knows?
Who's dragging cast
He
iron
took
across like concrete?
He's crossing the street right now.
he
Give him a break.
he he took a pay cut on a movie to get a bigger star in to like make the movie better. Was the Devil's Advocate or something like that? Al Pacino wasn't going to do the movie because he wasn't getting paid enough. So Keanu took a pay cut so they could get him to do the movie.
Gee, Sophia B got mega moist on that one. Look at all those M's in there. Said he's so
Uh,
fine. Mm.
and Keanu also bought all his stunt doubles motorcycles from the Matrix movies.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's great. I want him to be Raven so bad for the new Star Wars, but I don't want Disney to touch it because they're fucking destroying everything Star Wars, and I hate Disney for what they're doing.
Have you seen the theory that that was Kathleen Kennedy's like intentions? Was like to ruin all those franchises on purpose?
Dude, well, we need to take her out back and put her in Operation Peachtree because I hate
Oh,
that
that,
bitch.
well,
Star Trek is
easy.
better.
They
What?
already have done
All
that.
right, listen here, Fiend Dog. That's the last straw. What you just said. Kicked his ass out of the
your
show.
third strike tonight.
They're they're
Star
both
Trek was
great
already
for
woke.
different reasons.
Star Trek's already woke, Fiend Dog. Don't even play.
They're both great for different reasons.
I've never watched Star Trek. I couldn't get into it as a kid. I was like, this is fucking dumb. They're just standing around talking. It's like watching fucking The View, but with space shit.
Yeah, you didn't watch long enough. The Next Generation is like peak Star Wars or Star Trek for me. I could take it or leave it on all the rest.
I left it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That was back when they put morality into the stories of the
Not
episodes.
again.
It's
Man, Calhoun.
good.
Nope. Sorry. There's no going back. I'm very picky with what I watch. I don't like Indiana Jones either.
What?
I don't like Indiana Jones. What do you want from me? I thought it was fucking dumb and cheesy.
All right.
I want my
All
action
right.
movies to be cool. I don't like 007 either. Okay, there. Y'all hate me yet?
Wow, you're treading.
I just don't have time to watch all this shit. Couldn't get into it. Every time I watched it, was like the really old shit. I'd rather watch like a black and white western than some of that shit.
Well, all those 80 movies are kind of garbage.
Yeah, thank you, Justin P. Fiend Dog, I sent you another invite. I was just playing. Probably killed himself.
Man,
I mean, maybe if I was alive while they were playing or something, I'd be able to appreciate them. But just
How
can't
much snow are you
see 'em.
supposed to get? Anywhere from 2 to 10 inches through the state, but my area is like 2 to 8. Oh, BV is about the martial arts movie. See, I can't get on board with a lot of those either because it's like just the same fucking thing over and over, which is super hypocritical with the Western thing. I know, but I just like Westerns. Fiend Dog said you're gay. I sent you an invite literally right after I kicked you, bro. Indiana Jones' Han Solo dreaming frozen in carbonite. No, Dom PDG. What it is cheesy and crap. I want my action movies to be action. I don't want it to be fucking cheesy and weird.
That kind of goes with the theory that I was talking about earlier. How John Wick is actually Neo from the Matrix, learning to shoot guns and fight.
Yeah, I don't know. Calhoun said, "Dumb BDG." Then what the fuck was Blade Runner? Never seen Blade Runner. Sorry guys. I couldn't get into the new Dune. Of course, I was watching it when I had an ear infection and I couldn't hear it, and I thought the new Dune was gay. But I guess any movie's gay if you can't hear what the fuck they're saying.
Blade Runner.
The first one is boring as shit, but the second one is actually pretty good.
I have to watch it sometime.
The
I get
book is
time to
really
watch it.
dense, and I'm not dumb enough to appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like reading Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings books are so fucking to read, but the movies are so delicioso. Chef's kiss off to the movies.
You're more of an Aslan man, aren't you?
Isengard. Salted pork. I want to take you down to Moria where the sun don't shine. Okay.
Have you ever
Colin
tried the,
corrected
the
me,
Google
books
Maps
many.
trick?
How do I like the Mad Max movies? They're all right. I don't actually think I've seen Thunderdome all the way through. Like when I watched them, okay. So remember, Muffin Top was conceived and birthed into this world pre 92. Okay, 92. All this shit is super fucking old to me as I was a sperm. Give me a fucking break. I seen most of the shit you guys talk about all the time on like TV in between ads and moving around and then leaving that house and having to go do something else. So most of my movie experience with the movies you guys are all creaming your pants for right now are like I seen part of it on TV one time. Okay? You have to remember there's a large age gap between some of us.
You break a deal, you spin the wheel.
What? I mean the new ones? Yeah, man.
The new Mad Maxes are gay.
God, they kind of fucking are. The dude like huffing the shit that made his lips silver and shit. I'm like, the fuck is this? Like the action's okay, and then they did the woke shit where like the chick's super cool and the guy who's fucking ripped just is retarded. I'm like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? And who has a fucking fender well fucking Glock?
What?
I don't know. He just pulled a Glock randomly out of like the side of the fucking car.
The first three were way better.
92 is such a baby. I know. God damn. Just appreciate the fact that I'm not totally retarded like the rest of people in my generation, okay?
92, I was in middle
Two men
school.
enter, one man leaves. How old are you? I bet we're like the same age. I'm 33, bro. 33. I
That's
just
why he's so feminine. He's
I
33.
didn't have TV until I fucking left the house. We had free TV, okay? I was watching PBS Kids and like that
PBS
70s
kids.
show.
Boink.
Wait, would you guys have an antenna on the house?
Yeah, I had the whole 5 channels the antenna could pick up, okay?
He was the antenna.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
damn it, boy, be still.
I'm like, but Dad, I don't even like this fucking. I don't want to watch Everybody Loves Raymond again.
Everybody Loves Raymond's a great show.
That is a great show. Doesn't everyone have Fender Glocks? What up, Stuart? Fair enough. Tech. I'm 34. I never had cable. Well, I don't know, man. What's with the Fender Glocken? Oh, on the new Mad Max, there's just like a gun stashed in like the side of the car, and the guy pulled it out and had a Glock. Road Warrior was good. I think I've actually seen that one all the way through. That's a pretty good one. I've seen like bits and pieces of Thunderdome.
Thunderdome, Road Warrior, and the original Mad Max, that was good. The cars were great in that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Which, by the way, did you guys see? Speaking of older movies, did you see they're making Waterworld 2? I love fucking Waterworld. I'll watch that whole damn movie. That's a long ass movie. Or like Dances with
Smokers.
Wolves. I'll watch a 14-hour Dances with Wolves uncut, bro.
Have you seen the director's cut of Waterworld?
I have not.
It fucking fixes a lot of what pissed me off about that movie.
Really?
Like they cut out some stuff that made the story not make as much sense. You got to
Mark
find the
said the oldest
director's
pups
cut.
wait till he hits 60. Sorry.
And going back to Lord of the Rings real quick, have you ever tried the Google Maps trick? If you ask for walking directions to Mordor, it comes back and says one does not simply walk into Mordor.
No.
Yeah, it used to. I don't know if it still does.
That's pretty
If
sweet.
you're sitting in front of your computer, you could try it out.
I watched very little TV before late teens. Grew up outside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Justin B. I just grew up on the farm. Like I was outside all the time. But like we went in, we had a sandwich, we watched Tom and Jerry. We left. Like if it was crappy out, Grandpa fell asleep in his chair after we had our sandwich, and I watched fucking the Western Channel. Like the coolest thing that hopped on there was Walker Texas Ranger, and I thought Chuck Norris was a goddamn godsend. Okay.
Every Saturday afternoon was Kung Fu Theater.
I don't know what that
You
is,
didn't
but
you didn't spend your summers digging foxholes and filling a shoebox full of songbirds?
no, just ran around pulling weeds and cutting the grass and doing farm chores, taking care of the animals and shit, and shooting a 22 at whatever Grandpa would let me shoot the 22 at until I ran out of ammo and had to get another box. Like I was just a hillbilly running around, running over to a little
Yeah, we
irrigation pond, shooting frogs with a 22 is some of the best shit ever.
Any of you guys
we
parents have a little scrambler for their cable box? I remember that growing up.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Mojo
black
got a new
box.
coyote rifle.
Yeah, we had the
22
black
ARC?
box.
Okay. Sorry. Say that again.
I said we had the black box growing up. We had all the pay-per-views for free and all that.
I didn't have any of that shit.
Yeah, I discovered. Yeah, I remember when I discovered it.
So everybody came over to
snuck
my
down
house
to
to watch
the
WrestleMania.
you snuck down to the living room in the middle of the night to watch Skinamax.
Nope.
Channel 78.
Didn't have
Channel
any of that going
33.
on. Shooting bad
33
only
was the
makes them
channel.
mad. Well, you gotta shoot them a couple more times to make sure they can't have a feeling about it. It's called stealing, Calvin says. Nice. Tracy, you gonna break his hip? Oh my god, what is happening over here? I
She's
missed
breaking her off a
something.
piece of Kevin Costner.
Oh my god. Wrangling up your own piece of the Yellowstone series, which
Lock
I
him in
haven't
the
watched
Go
Yellowstone
lock
either.
him in the basement.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Be the next
that
Mrs.
guy's one of
Dutton.
my favorite actors. Kevin Costner is one of my favorite actors of all time. I'm still pissed at him for not, at least finishing the freaking Yellowstone. Like, just finish it. It's a couple more episodes. God damn.
Nope.
Instead, they had to kill him off using a body double.
Yep. Made him commit suicide.
Well, just give him a month's worth of Blue Chew, and you ladies have your way with him, okay?
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this chat's officially off
Damn,
the
those
rails.
targeted ads really
No
get you.
more prepping. I hope the targeted ads don't pop up for Kevin Costner and Blue Chew. I would hate that, internet.
I told you guys. Nothing mentions it, and then I get ads for days.
You're gonna love me by the time it's over, aren't you? Why is this not popping up news? What's up with this crap?
Maybe that'll be your next sponsor.
I hope not.
Boner pills.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do an unboxing and a review, and well, I never really had a problem in that department, but I guess it'll be really awkward at work for today.
You're supposed to take them for fun, man.
Tactical. Your alternate channel will be something
Somebody
like
starts pulling you over, you just pop
Tactical
them in your mouth.
Pecker Prepper.
I'd probably get way more subs. That's the unfortunate part.
Tactical
Sure,
Fluffy Up.
I might leave some of those in the center console of the truck. If I ever get pulled over, just like rip the bag open and leave it open.
Oh my god. Here you go, officer. Don't worry about what's in the rest of my truck. Worry about how many of these I took and how in trouble you are because I'm bisexual. And you're looking mighty fine.
Tell him you apologize for how you're driving. You got your Blue Chew and your nitroglycerin tabs mixed up.
Oh my lord.
Uh,
See, here we go. Here's the chat. I can't remember who Xanatorium is on Rumble, but I appreciate you being over there. I see that DLD's trying really hard to migrate to Rumble.
Kowloon.
What?
Do
What you're
you want
yeah. You want to give me a pat down, officer? Make sure it's not a Glock in my pocket. Nice. Oh man, Butt Wrinkles got robbed again. Sophia B, to watch those pat downs, you have to pay a premium. Those badge cams instantly sync up to my only spams.
Old man butt wrinkles. Rob
Nebraska law. Nebraska law raw.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, I can see this is an extremely informative chat. That's good. Hopefully, we did some sort of thing worthy of stuff. I don't know where to go from here, guys. It's went completely crazy.
Cold
Can
foot.
we talk about how to get back from Arizona when you've got nothing but an 18-wheeler and one pistol?
Yep, let's run it. Would you have your
Hot
pistol in
wire.
flux in
Hot
Minecraft?
wire, the first old truck you can find.
What's
I
the
don't know
Yeah,
how
that's
to
one
do
of
that.
the.
do we
That's
travel?
Time out. Calhoun said Nebraska 911 instead of Reno 911. Redneck spinoff. Oh yeah. All right, go continue.
All right, what's the distance that needs to be traveled?
it's about 2,086 miles.
Did you bring an e-tool? Dig it as quick as you can, buddy. Just
I
kidding.
did not bring an e-tool.
Magic carpet.
The first inflection, the most inflection, the first inflection point, the first decision is to ditch the trailers on your back and try and make it home in the rig, which can go 1,500 miles on a tank of gas on
People
a
are
full
telling
tank.
you that you need to steal a tanker full of fuel, and you'll be good.
So, do you try and get the rig home, but you're limited on the roads that you can take because of the height and how slow the acceleration is? Like, you can't outrun anything, basically. Or do you ditch the home on wheels that has a bunch of food in it already, and a refrigerator and a bed and a heater,
And a solar
and
panel.
try and probably tactically procure a civilian four-wheeler, just any car, truck, Jeep.
Well, BV Illumina says you're going to have to crime, a lot of crime. Sophia B says you're going to ditch the rig. Let's run it
I
through the
say
camera.
just pedal. I just say pedal to the metal, and you just go balls to the wall, straight track main roads home as fast as you can.
Yeah, but how long is that
It
going to
also
take?
depends on
20 miles.
it depends on how bad the situation gets and how quickly. Like if I've got my eyes open and I'm like listening to the news and like, ooh, this is not good, then you just haul ass home, and that makes sense because the main roads shouldn't clog up too quickly if you're first, you've got the heads up and you kind of see it coming. But if I fall asleep, I get all the way down there. Worst case scenario, I'm as farthest away from home as I can get, and I'm not ready to go back yet, so I fall asleep, and I wake up and it's complete chaos. That's a different story.
Well, BV, I'm going to assume an SHTF. If you're in the rig, it's your rig now.
Well, I just did the math on it. 20 miles a day over that distance will take you 140 days.
Yeah, I'd say. All right, so you're saying what, Justin B? Let's run it through the panel.
So to go 20 miles a day, 2,800 miles will take you 140 days to complete.
No, 2,086 miles,
Oh, I did
not
20.
2,800.
Okay. How many? 2,000?
2,086 miles.
2,086. Okay,
That's
so it's
at,
more.
that's as the highway goes. Like
Insert Vanessa Carlton song.
if you're in a passenger vehicle, you can probably cut that down by taking back roads in a more direct route.
Teresa B is getting the Green Goblin rig for Maximum Overdrive. I wish they'd redo that with the Tesla trucks. That'd be such a sweet movie reboot. Uh, I'd say. Oh, go for it, Lawfully.
Do 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 do.
What? Lawfully, you're getting really gay.
But let's just say for funsies' sake, there are two e-bikes on the truck with you.
I'd say, all right. Lawfully's being crazy. I'm gonna go with you're gonna ride it till you burn about 3/4 of the fuel, and see if you can maybe go trade it off to a farmer for a rig that he has there, and take whatever's left that you haven't eaten and your e-bikes with you, and see maybe be like, hey, here's this with the fuel that you can use it as like a deal to block off your driver or whatever, and then drain the tank, right? And then maybe see if you get a truck with some tanks of gas, you have your siphon kit, you have your e-bikes and whatever's left. Then I'd try to mosey on past that way.
The way I see it is
So kind of like
if you get halfway with the rig and then ditch the rig, and you get on the e-bikes, the e-bike trip would probably be 7 days of e-biking, 5 days at 1,500 miles.
I'd want to drive most of it if I could.
Because you're not going to be able to. No one can push the. It depends on the capability of the e-bike too.
Mojo, I have no experience with that round. You have to ask Lawfully.
yeah, e-bikes are going to be hard to charge if shit hits the fan. It's not like you can just charge it up and keep going. If you brought some solar panels or something with you, that would take days probably to charge them up.
Right, but you can still ride the bike as a regular bike too.
Yeah.
So you could
Does
just
pedaling not regenerate the
Did
or
he
not
just kick
charge the?
himself out?
My God, we must have been getting close. Yeah, the range and recharge time is going to be an issue, but like when you stop, like to make camp or whatever, sure. But you're theoretically having your life in tow.
You're underwater, mate.
Are you serious?
No.
Not right now. You can still ride the electric bikes. You could use it for when you're really tired and try and make up some miles in the long stretches, and then just save the rest of like the battery to help you get up hills, so you didn't have to hop off your bike and push it up. You know what I mean? But like if you could swap the
Yeah.
truck, like I drive as far as you can with the truck to a point where it's like either you drive it to E and you eat as much shit on the way there, so that way you don't have to haul as much crap with you, and then you e-bike it out, or you try to swap it when it still has a little bit of fuel left, worth it to somebody. And if you could swap it for a truck, but then depending on how long SHTF takes, that you don't know whoever you're rolling up to potentially trade with is a bad guy or not. So maybe it's just better off to drive it to E and then bail. But I think you should probably try to work in a second pew for at minimum the wife. And if you in Minecraft have the flux plus your piece is a little bit better.
that'll be a likely scenario.
Right.
And your harpoon.
So far my plan is to have one, maybe two relays, a really small
Cache.
storage unit, little small storage unit with some fuel and maybe some from freedom seeds, some food and water stored along the way that'll get me. And the plan is to get as far and as fast as possible using the rig as long as I possibly can. And I don't know if the e-bikes are going to work because my wife and I are both husky.
Oh, Muffin Top's husky too.
So you're not going to get near the projected range out of them. And the really nice ones, they do regenerate. Like if you're going downhill, a lot of them regenerate when you hit the brakes. Instead of using like a physical brake, it uses the motor to generate electricity and put back into the battery.
Mm-hmm.
So going downhill, you can get a little bit of extra, but
Yeah,
you don't
not a
recoup
lot.
anything. You don't recoup anything like what it takes to go up the hill.
Yeah, but if you're going at that slow of a speed, like you get used to it really quick, so you're never going to be touching the brake ever. You know, when you're governed down by such a slow speed like that, you know, because you're not going
I
to go.
think you just use it supplementally, like you just pedal it like a regular bike, keep a nice constant pace, and then when you need a break or you get a cramp or it's a hill or something, then you use it. Or if you see like a group of people, you hit the battery to get enough that they can't like run up on you to get past them quick. I don't think you just ride the battery
Yeah,
till it's dead and then you're stuck pedaling. I think you
I see
intermediate.
I kind of see the bicycles as like an intermediate, like you were saying, like do whatever it takes to get a vehicle.
Right.
And hopefully a vehicle that's big enough that you can throw the bikes in the back or on top of it.
Semi,
Throw
Randy.
them on top of the freaking thing, and both people put their hand out the window and hold them down.
Cool.
You know, they're not that hard to hold down.
Well, I mean, either that or just like a regular mountain bike with like don't go flat tires, like the gel filled shit, like thorn proof, and so a good gear ratio on it. It depends. Like it beats walking. Either option beats walking by a landslide, and it's going to cut days off your trip, right? Whatever. Say you end up in the 500-mile range after you run out of fuel, still 500 fucking miles, and at good pace. You and your wife, without any injuries, without any issues or having to go around anything, you're going to get 20 miles a day walking, and you're going to be tired. And then after a few days, you're going to start getting less and less miles, right? Especially if we're quote unquote husky, you might be bound and determined, but bound and determined plus the weight of your supplies and stuff, and then you're going to be dipping into your supplies more than what you think doing the physical output, and you're going to blow through water faster. So that's the hard part. The hard part's really trying to make it without running out of water.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have a more robust get home bag with some water purification and filter options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the big problem is trying to add robust, the weight. So you got to like my stuff because I already know my back's fucked is super minimal, but like multi-use things. But yeah, I like the water pills. A Sawyer I think is the best for the weight. Maybe have your wife have like a life straw and a water bottle one. Have like a dirty bottle and then a clean bottle.
A waddle.
Yeah, a bottle.
A water bottle.
Yeah, a water bottle.
Uh-oh.
Um,
I know a lot of those storage places don't want you putting fuel in your storage unit, but what they don't know won't hurt them.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, if yeah.
maybe. But like, are you going to be able to store enough for the big rig to make it matter?
I mean, it'll make a difference. Right now, I'm pulling 7.6 miles to the gallon.
So if you have a couple 5-gallon containers, you're getting another 70 miles.
Yeah, and that's substantial.
I guess, yeah.
Every mile counts in my imagination, my
Yeah.
imagined scenario. Every single mile counts.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Well,
100%.
we'll put it this way: like, if you made it to there where there would be fuel or whatever, I would be thinking about maybe getting on a secondary mode of transportation, like a fucking dirt bike, and beelining it.
That's true.
That'd
Maybe
be
you could
that'd be
leave a
like
side by
a
side there with a
beeline shit,
if you had a side by side there with like 10 gallons of fuel, that's
and
going
it's
to get
just
way more.
fucking beeline.
Now I'm getting the Dumb and Dumber mini bike, baby, 100 miles to the gallon.
Rocking a couple, a couple Groms chilling out there. Just got to make sure you stop by enough to make sure that you don't need to sit there and service them before you take off, right?
Yeah, I probably have a couple of brand new batteries. You know, some motorcycle batteries, you have to add the stuff to them to activate them. So you can just leave them there unactivated, and then whenever you're ready.
And I
Buffalo
don't know.
wants you to hitchhike and flip tricks for money on the way there. Buffalo's being silly.
Outstanding.
I don't know about anybody else, but I noticed one very common thing about 99% of storage facilities, at least that I pass. There's a lot of cool shit hanging around in those parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, campers and
Yeah,
whatnot. I can see the
and
stuff that's not locked would be gone through probably. Sophia B said maybe a go kart.
yeah, I was talking earlier when I was breaking up about a lot of those facilities have electronic locks and stuff. So, like, if the power was out, just because the power guy didn't show up for work, or like you were saying, EMP isn't that probable. I mean, it will happen eventually, but who knows? But the more I think about it, as long as it's an open air one and not one that's like a inside of a building, they're they ain't putting nothing up at that gate that's going to stop my rig.
Right. And there's no lock
One little,
that your EDC pistol's not going to take care of either.
yeah, that'd be very noisy.
Yeah, but you
But
shut it, you
crashing the
shut
gate,
it, and nobody knows what happened.
yeah, crashing the gate's not going to be silent either.
You know, they make grinders that are battery powered that will more than that you'll still have some leftover battery even after cutting a few locks.
It's true.
My do
They make
my
bolt
Yeah,
dual
well,
cutters.
will last pretty long.
there's an inverter in my truck, so I'll be able to recharge shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
but then
well,
you have to
oh yeah,
carry
I
the
forgot
weight of
this.
the tool too.
Yeah,
But yeah, bolt cutters.
Yeah,
well, I mean, at that point, you could just freaking plug a powered grinder in. But yeah, I like battery
yeah, I
powered
think
grinders. Mobile.
bolt cutters and a pry bar will pretty much get you access to anywhere.
I've
Right.
never had good luck with bolt cutters,
Really? Get
even
you a pair of
expensive
Nipix
ones.
ones. They work really
Yeah,
good.
I have a few really expensive. I even have one that was brand new that I bought from a police auction. Like
And
after like 3 or 4 uses, they're crap.
I really enjoy the Nipix tools that I have. The Nipix bolt cutters
They
work
have
really well.
they have electric ones of those too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shippers that I go to, they put the bolt locks in. It's a one time use bolt that has to be cut off, and a lot of those have just bring out you pull the trigger and it goes meow snap,
Right.
and they use those hundreds and hundreds of times. Pretty much every truck that rolls in there has to get.
Huh. I could find a way to get my boss to write off
Muffin,
that.
read the chat. There's a lot of chats. Downside of storing batteries dry like that is once you fill them up with the acid, you have to change them to activate the batteries, or you have to charge them. Yeah. So if you could like plug in a trickle charger or something. Um, there's a lot of things like okay. There's a lot of comments in here. Yes, you could charge stuff in the truck. theoretically, until you either get the truck confiscated by police or whatever, or something like that, you drive as far as you can. Setting up multiple caches, I'd say if you have roughly 2,000 miles, you should have a cache at every 500 increment, right? Because that gives you a goal to get to with enough stuff to resupply and maybe a good night's sleep with the door shut. That one of y'all could pull security while everybody else is getting sleep. Because you don't know where you'd be if it happens, right? Second off, it's extra supplies you don't have to carry with you, and then you can get off your flux into an actual rifle platform, even if you just chucked a PSA at each one. You know what I mean? And a dot. Change of clothes would be huge. Some sort of hygiene kit. If you could do like a solar shower and then like a luggable loo, so you could just like camp out of it for a day, get your strength off, kick your shoes off, dry off all your socks and shit. Have a good like a little rocket stove or a Coleman camp set there. Have a good big old freaking high calorie meal. Take off. You know what I mean?
Even if you're traveling, another good thing that a lot of people underestimate is traveling via propane as a fuel source.
Yeah.
It's easy to stash, and I mean, you know, like I had a propane powered dune buggy thing that me and my stepdad built when I was young, and the fucking thing hauled ass.
Mm-hmm. Paddle faster, says Grit and Grace.
Yeah, that's something about fuel source that a lot of people don't think about. It's got my, it's got my my brain working is the propane, because you can stop at basically any um, uh, shipping and receiving place, and most of those um, forklifts run off of propane,
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of
and
them.
that's
There's
something
propanes everywhere.
that's not something people are going to be looking out for right away. They might
Right.
be they might be going after the diesel and the gas, but most people aren't going to be thinking about propane.
Yeah. It's a tough call. Like it's a super tough situation, is because you're
Propane.
obviously limited on what you want to pick to carry, right? So you have to carry like, what do you do for your water? How much food, how much water actually on site? And then you need to look at maps. Once you get your route settled, you can actually see, hey, this is where I get water when we're here. This is where I get water when we're here. We definitely don't want to go over by this city. I don't know who's eating like tinfoil shit right now, but um, it's probably lawfully armed with this microwave popcorn, so he doesn't ruin his whole day.
Get out of
Propane
my
is easy and cheap to store, and holy feedback.
Right.
Propane's super cheap and easy to store, guys.
Mm-hmm. Even if you had like a Walmart camp stove there, so you could actually have a good hot meal. And then don't bring the weight of the propane and stuff with you. Just get all your stuff dried off, warmed up, have a buddy heater there in case it's cold wintertime, and then go through your shit, ditch the weight you don't need, reevaluate your what up, and then keep moving. But I think if you had one every 500 miles, you could probably find a way to get there. And it could be enough resupply to get you your next 500 miles. Even if you just kept a couple like folding scooters there. Can you mute yourself, Lovely?
Try.
I don't know. Even if you just had like scooters with big wheels, like like that's not what you want. But like when you get downhill and stuff like that, you're gonna appreciate it. The long swaths, like it's better than walking.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of one of those little mini bikes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good recommendations in there, but I don't got cheddar like that to have like Honda Ruckus
Yeah, if you
in
got like
several
those Tractor
locations.
Supply bikes, they're like $500 to $700 with like the off-road tires. If you had a couple of those at each spot for you and your wife, those things are pretty tough. You can pick them up used all the time for a couple $100.
They don't have don't have a lot to go wrong with them really.
Right.
just a lawnmower engine. Make sure the tires stay pumped up.
Mm-hmm. A couple cans of Fix-A-Fly to help with that. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it, and that should get you home. 5-gallon thing of fuel in those little bikes gets you a long way. What's the range on
I'm
those?
thinking about those gas powered bicycle conversion kits.
Yeah.
We had one of those a while back. That thing would haul ass, even with my son on there, and he's husky too.
Yeah. That might not be a bad idea.
I think a gas powered bicycle kit and one of those bicycle trailers carry some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those fuckers are
That seems a
noisy
little.
though.
Those are expensive though.
Yeah,
They go from like 170 up to like $600.
And that little baby exhaust in there is loud. It's like a annoying little moped almost.
it's not going to be any louder than a
You can get them little
little
Coleman
trim.
Power Sports for $500, 105cc.
Yeah,
So that's cheaper than your kit right there, and it's got off-road tires. Well, depending on what
I'm
kit
just
you
think
get, I guess.
I'm thinking of the second book in that Cyber Nuke series where the guy's taking his pappy's old lawn tractor.
Right.
Beats walking, I'll tell you that.
100%. You get an old John Deere tractor there. Hmm. 3 horsepower
A lot of
engine.
good ideas in there.
Yeah, very much so. I'm trying to figure out the fuel economy on that. Of course, it also depends on how much weight you're hauling and put on it, right?
Well, you can figure that out once you figure in the displacement and the RPMs it runs. I guess you need fuel volume too. Never mind.
Still better
Hopefully
than
the
walking.
internet knows. Yep. Maybe you can throw some kind of weirdness on the side to muffle the noise a little bit better.
Yeah, I've seen people do that on the four-wheelers. They put one of those little quote-unquote muffler silencers on it, or an extra muffler. It helps. You get a handlebar rig with a over-the-wheel rig, and then like behind the tailpipe rig. You can probably haul a decent amount of stuff there. You know.
One of the generators that I bought, somebody had welded a freaking car muffler on the thing. You know what? It didn't. It surprisingly didn't make that much of a difference either.
BV said 14-inch tires are a little bit scary, so don't think about it. Well, yeah, it's still better than walking, though, right? Vespa, yeah, that's a good idea. Or even just a motorcycle. Yeah, a dirt bike might not be bad. A trike.
Like a little 125cc dirt bike, I think would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still loud.
Justin B's in trouble. The son caught him eating the grapes. The JFK files have to be downloaded every single page individually, apparently, lawfully. We talked about that earlier when you were gone. Apparently, it's like 80,000 pages. You have to download everything individually, and I'm sure it's heavily redacted.
Good thing I got
My
a new
grandson
laptop.
used to have a My grandson used to have a blast. We had this as a grape cutter. You just put the grape underneath of it and slap it, and it cuts it into 4 pieces. My grandson loved the hell out of that thing. He loved slapping it.
Nice. I like slapping it too, Pat.
Easy now.
I don't understand this grape cutter you speak of.
They use my teeth.
I don't know. It's just like a round pen looking thing. It had little blades on the bottom of it, and it was you slap the top of it, and the blades come down and cut the grape.
Hmm.
I don't
But
even
why
know
do you
where my
need?
wife got it.
Why would one need a grape tea? Like
I have no
they're
idea,
already
but
okay.
he loved it.
Nice.
So it kind of makes me wonder if everybody has a fleshed out plan to get home if they're at work or maybe a little bit further
Yeah, I do, but
when the need
I can
arises to
get it
get
within
home.
30 miles typically, so 2 days tops. Yeah, that Teresa B said you got to cut the grapes for little kids so they don't choke lawfully. Pay attention.
Knife.
Well, sometimes you can't have a knife around little kids.
School scissors.
Do you see the story about that archaeologist? They were uncovering these ancient domiciles, and they had obsidian knives, and
Ooh.
they were finding out that the knives were in the rafters of the like huts or whatever. And the guy is like, "Oh, they're putting them closer to the heavens, so they're closer to their gods." And then the woman standing behind him goes, "No, they're keeping the knives away from the kids, you idiot."
I like that. You dumbass. Yep, bite it in half.
Just it just emphasizes the need for different opinions on subjects, which is
Yep.
why I think it's really cool that you actually have women in the chat, whereas a lot of the other chats are just too raunchy or whatnot, and has a tendency to scare women away.
I don't know how women keep coming in this chat other than they were all getting moist over Kevin Costner and everybody else going on. I mean, I even got a little bit moist.
I mean, they probably grew up with brothers, so they're okay with the penis jokes.
Oh, Dom's cheating. He only lives 8 miles from home. He's making it. He can just walk home.
I mean, 8 miles for some people is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Calm down, single
I know
file
I
line.
I
What?
know I could do 8 miles, but I don't know that my wife could do 8 miles.
You could. BB Luminous is dusty. We'll get you moist, BB. Don't worry. Old man Butt Wrinkle said meat spin. Grit and Gray said, well, honey. Spell that weird. We ain't the soft type of gals, just saying. I like that. They can deal with Muffin Top's abrasive attitude. I appreciate that. Old Man Butt Wrinkles only lives 6.5 miles away. All right, now you're really cheating, Old Man Butt Wrinkles.
Yeah, I used to get really upset. My wife liked to watch those house hunting shows, and they're looking at houses and they're like, I don't know, this one's like 20 miles away from my house, 25-minute commute. I don't know if I could do that. I used to drive 80 miles one way. It was like minimum 2 hours each way. I'd get kind of mad. I don't know if I could do 20 minutes.
Yeah, like the one, oh, it's 10-minute walk from anything to do downtown and the beach and blah blah blah, and like those House Hunter International shows. It's like Jesus, man. They're like, I want it to be closer. Like, bitch, you can't walk 10 minutes. Are you fucking me right now?
Cheryl is an influencer, and Bill is on unemployment. Our budget is 1.2 million.
Yeah, right. Robert Ham cheated. He works from home unless he has to run to the store for anything.
Hey, I
Robert
mean,
Ham
if
wins.
I could do that, I would do that. If I could find something that was paid the bills, I would 100% do that.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I'm still trying to convince my wife to go ahead and sell the house, go buy something outright. That way we don't have any bills to pay.
Yeah. I am definitely a fan of getting out of debt. Oh, there's different things you can do. You can do coding, you could do some medical stuff. It just depends on like your job and things like that. Or if you do, I know like call centers, you can do remote.
My aunt used to work for FedEx, and she does billing or something like that. I don't know what she does, but they ended up firing her and shutting her whole place down. And now they're trying to hire her to do the same job, but for multiple locations from her home.
That wouldn't be bad.
I think that's just a
Yeah,
stopgap. I think AI is going to own that
I
shortly.
agree. I agree, but you know, if it gets you out for now and but like I know like
yeah.
I have family members that write scripts for hospitals and they just do it all from home and they have to go in for like one meeting a month. Or like I have a buddy, his like lives here in Nebraska. She has to fly to California once a year. She writes scripts for a fucking hospital in California and lives in Nebraska. And then she has to go for some big annual thing. And she doesn't have to fucking live in California, still getting paid really good money. But obviously you have to be set up for that and have certain things for stuff like that, hospital wise. But BV, man, hit up call centers and shit. You can yell at people. If you become a collect, you can be a collection dude. You can just yell at people and get paid for it. They'll love you.
Yeah, my same aunt tried some of that work from home stuff. She was doing a like cold calling for selling insurance, and some people would just tear her down. Like, I've
Mm-hmm.
got so much to do, and you're wasting my time. Rah, 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 rah. And I told her, like, the thing you're selling isn't just complete nonsense. It's insurance.
Right.
So I told her there's 100 people out there that need her service. You just have to get through the assholes and find it. And when I tried real estate years back, and I would do cold calling, or I would send out letters to people. I would get people calling me back all irate, like, "How dare you send this to me? I'm not selling my house." Like, chill, man. Like, do you call and get mad at every piece of junk mail you get?
Right.
Just consider it junk mail and throw it away if you're not selling your house. I'm not. It's not meant for you. I just,
It's my job, man. Give
you
me a break.
know, yeah.
Has that popcorn there lawfully?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We've been going for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. What We're having an interesting conversation. I think the tail end of that was good, and I think the beginning was good. I don't know what the fuck happened in the middle of it, but we did it.
I was busy hooking up trailers. That's what.
So we were talking about dudes and who he'd cross the lines for and whatnot. And then the women.
Yeah,
went
he was
crazy
here for
on me.
that part.
Yep, that was right when I came back in. I was trying to wrangle the conversation.
No, you were wrangling something.
Only for the one guy that I'm never going to meet, so it doesn't matter, does it?
You want to wrangle Momoa's sea snake.
Oh, Mo. Gotta have more Momoa. Don't be kissing and telling on Kevin Costner. All right. Well, that was pretty gay at the end. That's good.
All right, panel. Final thoughts.
I don't want to be gay, but if I had to be, it's probably Kevin Costner from what I'm finding out.
Everybody's gone.
Lawfully?
What?
Put stuff in your gullet. Do a words.
Drink water, move more, eat less. Don't be a hypocrite like me.
That was good. That was a good one.
If you plan to fail, or if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Yeah, I appreciate the shout out on your video today. Eat what you prep, prep what you eat.
Pat Wright says that.
Yep. Somebody shouted me out on their video that they put out today.
That was me.
That was you.
Hooray. Wonder Twin Powers activate. Great and Gray said us damn women. Vigo Mortensen? Who the fuck is that?
Oh,
Viggo Mortensen?
yeah, that one. That's Aragon.
Oh. And man, he's got to be getting up there, right? He's got to be getting pretty old.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I would say that was my crossing the street guy before Jason Momoa.
Now, what the fuck, Pat?
Why do you just think about being gay all the damn time? How many decades have you thought about being gay?
It's kind of turned into a trend here. Which is fine. You do you. Just be true to yourself.
No, he's not going to say anything because he's like, oh no, I got a list of guys that I go gay for. I got to cut it off here.
No, I would say those are my two, and it was one and then the other, not both.
Oh, come
Switches.
on.
Everybody's got a price. I don't care what you say. Everybody's got a price.
You can't tell me if Wired Tight showed up with that mustache, you're not going to let him entertain you.
No.
You're gonna hurt.
We can hang out. We can hang out, but when he gets that twinkle in his eye at the end of the day, I'm leaving.
Chuck Norris never really asked. It's going to happen.
Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down.
I miss those Chuck Norris things. These are good. Gen X Gemini said, have you ever seen me, Pat? I think he wants you to cross for him. He's got a pretty good mustache.
He's got some handlebars.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, if I seen King of the Hill in real life, well, I just might have to have an Alamo beer with him. Calhoun found the reach around. You could have thought of a dead guy. Nice. Loophole. Lawfully is obviously John Wayne.
What the
at the
fuck?
first
I was just
Thanksgiving.
about to ask you.
No. All right, this chat has just evolved into something I don't know what.
Howdy, Bill.